You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy. Over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Bonjour. This is an epic rivalry night. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens going to meet toe-to-toe here tonight for the fourth and final time this season. Good evening. Welcome in. Hey there, Sarah. How's it going on her way home? Beverly, what's up? Welcome in. Hey there, Josh. Good to see you. Deeker, how's it going? What's up? Olivia, how's it going? Hope you're feeling better. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Bentley, how's it going? Bentley, we want you to be here, my friend, but no spamming the chat. You're not going to get 10 warnings. But welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us on an epic Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? It is Tuesday, right? Holy smokes. Is this week over yet? What a week. We are off to a great start, and it's the Leafs and the Habs. It doesn't get much better than this, unless the Leafs were on a winning streak. But we're going to talk about the situation. We're going to break everything down for you. But first, let's get into who's in, who's out, and what is this lineup going to look like. Hey, Joel, how's it going? Welcome in. Richard, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see everybody coming in here. Let's go. For the Maple Leafs, who are 27, 26, and 11. Theo Sevigo, my man, what's up? We're going with Matty Nyes, with Austin Matthews and Max Domi. We got Michelli with Tavares and Nylander, Easton Cowan with Jacob Quillen and Nick Robertson. And on the fourth line, Dakota Joshua and Steven Lorentz are going to be centered by the newcomer, Benoit Oliver Grew, who is the Toronto Marlies' leading scorer. He's got like 40 points in 43 games or something like that. Grew has been awesome for the Marlies, so he's going to get a crack here on the fourth line. For the defense, Morgan Riley, Brendan Carlo, Jake McCabe, Oliver Ekman Larson, Simon Benoit, and Troy Stetcher. Joseph Wall is going to get the start tonight, so Waller is going to go. For the Montreal Canadiens, who are 34, 18, and 10, going with Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkowski, Alex Newhook with Kapanen and Ivan Demidov. We got Bolduc with Evans and Kirby Dach, and the Leaf killer himself, Josh Anderson, with Philip Deneau and Brendan Gallagher. The D side for the Habs, Mike Matheson and Noah Dobson. We got Caden Gooley and Lane Hudson, and Arbor Jackeye with Alexandra Carrier, and Jacob Dobish getting the start tonight. And I like Dobish a lot. He is rock solid. In the first couple of games, Toronto winning the first one 5-2. Montreal won the second one 5-2. Montreal won the third one 2-1. And I think it's going to be another tough game here tonight for the Maple Leafs. But that is not necessarily a bad thing, and we're going to tell you why. Hey, Ed, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, Kevin. How's it going? So this is why it's not such a bad thing if the Leafs don't have a good game tonight. Based off the overall standings, the Maple Leafs are currently sitting in 25th spot. They need to get to 28th spot. So there are 3 spots away. Right now, Nashville is 1 point behind Toronto. Winnipeg is 3 points behind Toronto. St. Louis is 6 points behind Toronto. Now, why do they need to drop 5 more spots? If they can get to the bottom 5, they keep their draft pick. Hey, Pete, how's it going? Welcome in. So they keep their draft pick if they get to the bottom 5. So the teams looking to jump them right now, Nashville and Winnipeg. Then you have St. Louis, Chicago, New York just behind. So it is interesting to watch. Today, the Rangers and Flames are playing against each other. Both of those teams are behind, so one of those two is going to pick up some points. Best case scenario for the Flames and the Rangers, they go to overtime and somebody wins it in overtime. We also have later today the Blues taking on the Islanders. Hopefully the Islanders can win that one. The Ducks and Jets are facing off. The Ducks should win that one. And the Kraken are taking on the Predators, and hopefully the Kraken will win that. So if things go our way and all those teams we want to win and Toronto pulls out a loss, they will move further down the standings or closer towards the lower end of the standings. So we're going to see if that can be pulled off. Hey, Pickleball Pat, what's going on? Welcome in. And who else is there? Lala, what's going on? Welcome in. Pete, good to see you. Steve, how's it going? Stu, what's up, Stu Skinner? Hope you are doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's off to a good Tuesday evening. Now, it's not like me to sit here and cheer against Toronto. Win, lose, or draw, I always want the Maple Leafs to win. I want them to be in here, and I want them to be competitive. And like a week ago, I thought there's no chance that they can actually drop down far enough to get a bottom 5 pick. But you know what? It's not actually looking like it's impossible. Hey, Arcadia, what's going on? Vesta, what's going on? Welcome in. Spike Toad, hello there. Welcome. Good to see you. Nervik, how's it going? Really think the Leafs shouldn't try to make a push, though? You know what? There's like a 1% chance, I think it's even less than 1% now, that they could make a climb and make a playoff spot. So I think at this point we have to do, the best and try to get the most out of it that we can. They are sitting the 9th position in the wild card hunt. They are number 9 out of 10 spots. Montreal and Boston holding those 2 wild card spots. Montreal at 78 points, Boston at 76. Toronto is down at 65. So they would need, as of today, 11 points to match Boston. So, right, that's 5-6 games they have to win for 12 points. Well, over a 6-game stretch, could they go on a 6-game winning streak? Absolutely they could. But is Montreal and Boston going to continue to lose while they pick up the wins? No, I don't think they will. And having to jump over so many teams, Florida, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington, Ottawa, Columbus, not very likely. I'm a super, yeah, I love it. I love it. That's right. Not the real Stuart Skinner, just a mega fan. Oh my goodness. I can agree with you on MLB, but NHL is different. And hey, that's okay. That's okay, Canadian Toast. That is what it all is here for. By the way, talking about MLB, coming up today also, Canada involved in the World Baseball Classic. That one is going to be on a little bit later tonight. We're going to keep our eye on the score. It is a must win for Canada here tonight in order for them to move on. They are playing Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is 3-0. Canada is 1-1. So we're going to keep our eye on the prize in that one. Hey, Onyx, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. To be fair, the Leafs missing the playoffs this year. I see them firing tree. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, let's be realistic, right? What has been like 9 years they've made the playoffs. So if we have to miss one to improve, I'm okay with that. Herky chirp. Wow. Hockey chirp. What's going on? Welcome in, Austin. Good to see you. Welcome in everybody to the stream. Now, as you are coming in, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button for us. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. We want you to be part of our hockey community as we're going to drive down the stretch. And of course, when we get to the playoffs, we're going to be streaming just about every single day. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Now, just over my shoulder, the San Jose Sharks are going to be in a very fun game. I'm actually excited. We're going to be watching the scoreboard tonight. The Sharks and the Sabres going to be going toe-to-toe. A big game tonight. Couple big games tonight. Lightning and the Blue Jackets have a big game as the Blue Jackets are trying to creep up and get in there. And then later tonight, the Oilers and the Avalanche. That is going to be a fun one. I'll be watching that for sure. We almost did a doubleheader. We were so close, but I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. So actually 4:30. So I just couldn't make it. Wouldn't make it. But hey, eventually we'll start getting into some of those doubleheaders as we go. So we're not necessarily watching for last place. We don't need last place. We just need in the bottom 5. So we need in the bottom 5. So we're hoping for 28th place or lower is where we're trying to get. St. Louis Blues, they are in 28th place. Actually, the Blues in Chicago are tied at 59 points. Toronto is at 65. So there's a 6-point swing right there, a 6-point swing. So hopefully those bottom teams can start winning some more. And no offense, Leaf fans, hopefully Toronto can pull this one out and continue losing. Now, a lot of people all over the place are saying, Sam, why haven't they fired the coach yet? Why have they not gotten rid of Berube? It makes no sense. The team isn't responding. Why are they still letting him come? Well, I will tell you why. At this point, it really makes no difference. If they trade him today, if they trade him tomorrow, if they trade him from 2 weeks from now. Hey, Matt, what's going on? The game hasn't started yet. It doesn't matter. I think what they are waiting for is to make a general manager change. And again, it doesn't matter if it happens today, as long as it happens before draft day. You put a new general manager in place and you let that general manager pick the coach they want. That is my guess on why neither have been relieved of their duties at this point. They're waiting to make the general manager move, and then the general manager will make the coaching move and bring in the coach he wants. That's the only thing I can think of. Hey, Alan, how's it going? Welcome in. I don't think the Sharks going to make the playoffs because upgrade their blue line, but the Leafs did win Timothy Liljegren trade. Listen, I like Timothy Liljegren. It's unfortunate. Hey, the Sharks felt they didn't need him and they moved on. But Sharks, they have a very, very good chance, right? They're just 1 point behind Seattle, trying to get in there. So it's going to be very, very close between Utah, Seattle, and San Jose. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's right, Vancouver. Vancouver is kind of in the very bad place right now. I don't think Vancouver is looking to next year already. They are in dead last, 32nd place. They have 46 points right now, 46 points. Toronto has 65. So what is it, 19 points more than Vancouver? We're all talking about how bad Toronto is doing, but my goodness, if you're the Canucks, oh man, you are not happy. JB, what's going on? Red Wings going to be in there for sure. Much, much, much improved. El Padrino, what's up? Habs winning it. I agree with you. I think they're going to take it today. How many do the Avs have? The Avalanche, they're cooking right now. 95 points for the Avalanche. Number 1 overall in the National Hockey League. And boy, wasn't it a nice welcome? Nazem Kadri showing up, getting a huge ovation. The crowd loves Kadri. And of course, he connects with Big Nate Dogg. Him and McKinnon setting up a goal. Very, very pretty. So they are very happy to have Kadri back and ready to go. Steve, what's going on? Welcome in. I hope you're ready, Toronto fans. Canadiens de Montreal will beat you so bad. I don't disagree. And to all of our Montreal fans watching along here today, bonjour, comment ça va? Welcome in. My French is terrible. Forgive me, but welcome to the show. And let's enjoy some good hockey. Let's enjoy some good hockey tonight. These two teams stack up, well, not that great. On the power play, Toronto is 21st overall in the National Hockey League. The Montreal Canadiens are 7th. A little flip around for the penalty kill. Toronto's still 4th overall in the penalty kill. Montreal is 27th. In the face-offs, Leafs are still hanging on to that top spot at 55.9%. Montreal is 12th overall. Joseph Wall, who's getting the start tonight, is 13-10-4 with a 313 goals against and a 904 save percentage. Does have 2 shutouts. Dobish has a 26-4 record with a 303 goals against, but an 891 save percentage. So this is going to be interesting. Montreal is a 6-1-3 record over their last 10. Toronto is 3-5-2. The last game Toronto won was against the Edmonton Oilers about 7 games ago. And Montreal coming off a win over the LA Kings. So this should be a fun one tonight. Toronto trying to get something done, trying to improve, but are the Habs going to stall them in their tracks? The Bell Center in Montreal, home for tonight's game, and I'm sure it was a beautiful day there. It was a beautiful day here in Toronto, and it's still light outside. It is still light outside, which is absolutely awesome to see. Your referees tonight, Tom Chmielewski and Mitch Dunning, going to be your referees. Bevan Mills and Johnny Murray, the linesmen. Let's get set to drop the puck. Let's get this one going. A little bit of a different format here tonight. Trying something new. And we are just about ready to play ball. Of course, we will be checking in over on the Canada baseball score. Let's go. Leafs, Habs, game on. Here we go. Leafs with the first puck. Going to bring this one into the Montreal zone over the line. Matty Nyes going to turn in the corner. Matty Nyes almost ended up a Montreal Canadian. He was part of some big conversations going on, which would have involved a first, a second, and a couple of players as well. And the Leafs ultimately said thanks, but no thanks. Hey, Todd, how's it going? Nervous again? That's okay. Today's a good day to be nervous. We want to keep moving in the right direction in these standings. Still light out. Hope so. It's 4:09. Oh, Chris, here it's 7:09 over on our side on the East Coast in Toronto, and it is still light. Montreal picking up this loose puck, a long outlet pass, trying to get it up to Alex Newhook. Going to hit that red line, dumping it in. Wall lets it go around. Morgan Riley shoveling along. This one is kept in on the far side. Working over is Demidov. Demidov is going to get by Tavares, loses it in the corner, comes to the line. Michelli back to Tavares. Long pass over to Nylander. He's just going to chuck this one in the corner. Demidov is there with Tavares, digging for it. Demidov is going to move it ahead. On the run is Oliver Kapanen up over the line. Kapanen, a toe drag into the slot, shooting, and that one's going to go just wide and into the mesh. Wow. Hey, Martin, what's going on? Shout Sam. Oh, yes. Hey, Mary. At least Mary thinks Leafs are going to take it. 74. What's up? Go Habs. Let's go Habs. A lot of Hab fans here. Carrie, what's up? Welcome in. Let's go, Carrie. Oh, wow. You wrote Gary Fraser in his wig, and I called you Gary. Wow, full life. What's going on? Hey, Fraser had great hair. Great hair. I got stronger tape of West back in the closet. That's right. Hey, Lisa, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing all right. Toronto off the draw, going to kick it ahead. Easton Cowan along the lines, going to play this one back. Gets it returned. Cowan on the move. Long cross-ice pass to Nick Robertson. Robertson going to send it over in the corner. Chip behind the net. Back out in front, and that's past Robertson and all the way down the ice. I'm not even a Habs fan. I just don't like the Leafs. Hey, that's okay, Riker. That's okay. You're not alone. You are not alone. All right, we got to refresh our stats here. Get these things updating appropriately. Trying a few new things today, and they just don't want to cooperate. We'll get that fixed in a second. This coming across, shot right on. Rebound, Montreal puts it wide. Back in front, Toronto going to pick this one up. They're going to move this across. Holy smokes, Montreal coming real close there out of the gate. Real close. All right, give me a moment while we play with some of these settings here. Knocked down in front, right on, and Wall going to make that save. Woo-wee. They are all over him. Wall has to stay sharp, has to stay very, very, very sharp. All right, we want it to be about here. And we need it to populate. Now it's going to populate, of course, as I... Well, nope, no, it doesn't want to populate. Come on. Come on. Here they come again. Shot right on. The helmet is off. Referee going to blow down the whistle. A little slow on that whistle. But the hot shot, woof, coming right on. And Joseph Wall having the bucket pop off. Having the bucket fly off there. All right, let's see if we can get these stats going. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Now we just get it formatted in the right spot. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. You're going to bring this one around. Toronto getting it out to the neutral zone. Little backhand across to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson trying to bring it up. Getting it in deep. Dobish comes out of his net to play it. Jacob Dobish getting involved. Good for him. Quillen right there. Big battle. Lock that. Lorentz getting pushed along the boards. Down low in the corner. Quillen again taking a shot that's blocked in front. Montreal going to play this over to the far side. Going to bring this one out. Setting it back up right in front of the benches there. Puck is there. If Montreal fans wanted a penalty, too many men on the ice. They almost got it. That was a very, very, very close play. Going to play this one all the way down the ice. Dobish out to stop it again. Toronto coming on the forecheck. Matthews trying to cut it off. It's bumped out. Here comes Slafkovsky. What an Olympics he had. Slafkovsky trying to split the D. He gets knocked down. Loose puck is sitting there. Montreal playing it down around behind. Caulfield centering in front. Picked up, trying to get the shot away. And Dobson just couldn't. Leafs going to get this one out and down the ice. Dobson picking it up, going to play this one back over. Let's go. Leafs going to lose. Stranger, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Ekman Larson back with the puck. Going to play this up to Nylander. Nylander turning around. He's going to play this back. Here's McCabe, a long pass all the way down the ice. And this is going to be picked up. Montreal on the move. Habs are flying. Habs are flying. New Hook in front, trying to center it. My goodness. Everything's working so fast. So close. Kapanen back to the line. Hudson, a little head fake. He's trying to come through. Ekman Larson down around in the corner. He's bumping his man. Back over to Demidov. Centering it in front. Backhand coming across. They score! Kasperi Kapanen. No, not Kasperi Kapanen. Why do I just want to say that? Oliver Kapanen is going to put it in. I'm so used to Kasperi Kapanen. Oliver Kapanen is going to get the goal. 1-0 Montreal as the Habs jump out to an early lead. Demidov, great work in the corner, shaking off a bump. He's going to put this one out in front to New Hook, who goes to Kapanen, who tucks it home. Tavares gets beat. Oliver Ekman Larson, a couple of hits. Demidov fights it off, and he gets it in front, and a nice goal. Really nice goal. Kapanen, 10 first period goals. His first is the most on Montreal. All right, Stu, Oilers. Yeah, yes, Kevin, I know. I'm just so used to Kasperi. That's so funny. Riker, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kapanen, not Kasperi, gets the goal. Let's go. Oliver Kapanen getting it. New Hook and Demidov picking up the assists. Unbelievable. Why did the stats just go wonky again? Bringing this one around. Trying to get this fixed up for you. There we go. Robertson going to bring this across. I think I know why. No, maybe not. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on that throughout the night. This is going to be flipped all the way down the ice. Icing is going to be called. Chandler, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Final 23rd. Final 60-12. My goodness, could you imagine? Gumdrop, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Let's do it, right? Let's do it. Let's have a good one. Panda, hello there. And you calling Nylander, saying Willie's going to get the next goal. Nylander's going to get it. Let's see. I hope you are correct. This coming all the way down the ice. No icing. Morgan Riley here eludes a hit as Deneau comes in after him. Domi is back there helping out Riley. Neither of them can get rid of it from Deneau. Going for the backhand. It's going to hop up into the glove of Joseph Wall. I got to tell, what is going on with these stats? Why do they keep disappearing? They're going to a commercial break. I'm going to try and figure out what is up with these stats. Why do they keep disappearing? Why, oh why? Maybe it doesn't like me playing around with it so much. All right, stay. Don't disappear. Behave yourself. Be good stats. All right, welcome in, everybody. Look at that. 5 shots here early for Montreal. Wow. Let's go to commercial and fix this. What's up, Jeff? 7-game losing, going to be 8 soon. I think you could be correct. I think you could be correct. Will the big guns show up tonight? Will the big guns get it going? Matt, what's going on? Dad, go Habs, go. A lot of Habs fans, go Habs, go. Welcome in. Welcome to our show. We want you to help us move down. It's in our best interest to have you help us. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Cass, we appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Thanks for hitting that subscribe. Now, when we do get to the playoffs, assuming Montreal is still in there, we will be covering Montreal through their playoff run. So make sure you do hit that subscribe and stick around with us, because we're going to have a lot of fun. If you've never watched playoffs with us before, we go crazy streaming every single day, and it's a whole lot of fun, and we look forward to being able to do that again. And hopefully we'll get most of these little kinks worked out and sorted out. Hey, Jonathan, what's going on? Welcome in. Hayden, what's up? Welcome in. Longest in franchise history is 11. If they lose tonight, it'll be 8. And I believe the last time they lost 8 was it early 2000s or late 90s. I forget what it is. You need a Montreal jersey and hat. You know what? Dan Brielle, I actually don't have a Montreal hat or jersey. And if during the playoffs, if I had one, I would wear it. Here they come again. Shot right on. Caulfield ripping it. Nice save there by Joseph Wall. Back to the point for Matheson. Here's a shot. That one goes just wide again. Slafkovsky trying to pinch up. Takes it away from Matthews, sitting in the open ice. Domi going to get it ahead to Nyes. He lost it. Got it back. Nyes coming in. Has a pass across. That one is blocked. Good defense. Ooh, and there's a scary little bump as Noah Dobson fell awkwardly into the end boards. Trying to clear it up. Leafs can't hold the line. Get it back this one up. Long cross-ice passes. Matthews going to send this back over the other side. Spinning in is Matthew Nyes. Has it knocked off. Comes to the middle for Domi. Shooting. Dobish got a piece. Directs that one into the corner. Wow. Saw a game in Boston once and bought a Montreal jersey. 23rd. That's funny. This back at the line. Keeping it in. Working it through. Mason Mods and McNuggets. That's funny. This back around to the point. Montreal sending it through. Backhand in front. Tipping it. That goes just wide. Habs coming close again. Montreal bringing it back across. Over to Gooley. Gooley sending it up. That's intercepted. Matthew Nyes. He's going to carry this one out. The rest of the line is coasting. Matthew Nyes going to dump it in. I assume they're going to change. Now Nyes is going to pull away to change. Gooley backing up to be there for Hudson if he needs it. Up the middle. Outlet to the Leaf line. Montreal going to bust in. Going to pass this one up to Philip Deneau. That's intercepted. And here's Dakota Joshua getting it over to Quinlan. Quinlan, a backhand right on. Rebound in front. The Leafs bowl Dovish over, but they forgot the puck. In the corner, still working. Anderson is going at Joshua. Puck comes over to Joshua. He's looking at the point. Stick lift has to go back the other way. Sending it to the corner. Anderson going to intercept. Josh Anderson is just going to lift this one up, and he gets it past Big Brennan Carlo, and Carlo going to take a look. You see the Jays getting another. No, Dante, I haven't looked at any of the baseball scores yet today. But good for them. Picking up some W's. That's what we need to see. Hey, Randy, how's it going? Welcome in. This back over to the side is going to come to the line. Spinning around, keeping it in is Kapanen again with a shot. That's going to go to the corner. Demidov back to Kapanen. Kapanen to the point. Jack-Eye going across. Montreal working it in the middle here. Spinning around is Kapanen again. Kapanen still going, has Demidov on the far side. Can't get it to him. Tavares going to steal, getting it to Joshua. Joshua cross ice to flip up. Tavares is cutting towards it, but Jack-Eye going to beat him there. And Montreal going to back this one up. Everybody getting things sorted out. Let's go. Going to dump this all the way down the ice. Toronto back to pick it up. Nylander going to start to move it ahead. Here comes Toronto up the middle of the ice. Michelli going to hit the red line, flip it in, got knocked down. He's going to pick it back up inside the blue line. Can't get it deep on his second effort. Montreal going to throw this one up, tipping it past Nylander, or past Benoit. Benoit having a little bump action there with Jake Evans, trying to get it out. Michelli has it, hit him. Puck is bouncing around. Stetcher going to try now. Stetcher uses the boards on the far side, got it out, but not deep. Comes back to Tavares, and he's going to back it up to Benoit. Benoit going to send it to the middle of the ice, and it's played all the way back. Leafs have it in their own end. Hey, LP, how's it going? Welcome in. Not winning another game. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Larry, how's it going? I think every Canadian team in Toronto plays from here on should let the other Canadian team win if it helps get them in the playoffs. That's right. Help your fellow teams out. Hype, thanks so much for hitting that follow. We appreciate it. Wow, 7-0 Jays over the Braves today. That's huge. This coming down. Keep 6. What's up? Welcome in, buddy. Down in the zone. 9:40 to go here in period number 1. 1-0 Montreal. RK, what's up? Habs going to flip this one down in the corner. Carlo going in here after it, sending it around. Marchant, that's a great question. We're watching it here on Sportsnet. Gooley putting this one across, trying to go back door. That one was broken up. Toronto up the boards, going to tip this one out. Grew, the Marley leading scorer, getting his start here today, getting a chance to play for the big squad. Yeah, we were at our boys hockey on Saturday night. It was like 8:30 or something like that. It was crazy. Gonna tip this one. Got to watch a little bit on my phone while we were there. Under 9 minutes to go here in period number 1, and it's been all Montreal. Shots are 7-3. Toronto had one good scoring opportunity, could not make really anything come of that one. Taking a look at the Canada-Puerto Rico game tonight, they are in a delay. So they are in a delay. Canada and Puerto Rico will be keeping our eye on the World Baseball Classic to see how that one goes. Let's hop over to the out-of-town scoreboard and see what is doing around the league, even though I got this game. Wow. 2-0 Buffalo over the Sharks. Buffalo's on fire. Jack Quinn and Alex Tuck, the goal scorers for the Sabres. No score in the Flames and Rangers. No score Kings and Bruins. 1-0 Hurricanes over the Penguins. Logan Stankoven getting that one. 1-0 Panthers over the Red Wings. Go Panthers. They're struggling. Hinsatoza gets the goal in that one. No score Blue Jackets and Lightning. So a lot of no score games and only a couple of goals on the board. And one does not belong to Toronto. It was Oliver Kapanen, his 20th of the year from Newhook and Deminoff. 8-7 Sabres. Oh my goodness, Kevin, that game was so crazy the other night. Tampa Bay and Buffalo was absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Both those teams in full playoff mode, which was crazy. Hey, Brooklyn, how's it going? Go Habs, go. No, not mad at all. Not mad at all. I'll be honest with you. I want Toronto to move down. They got to get a few more. They got to move down a few more places in the standings to hang on to their number 1 pick. And I think if anything at this point, Toronto keeping their top 5 pick is a big win, is a big win if that magic can happen. So we would take it if that could be the case. It's going to be interesting. A new roster limit, go to 25. Roster teams have 3 goalies on the rosters. Yeah, I like that. I mean, listen, the emergency backup goaltender, the e-bug is always a fun situation, but having your own team carry a 3rd goalie I like that. Here's a quick shot right on. Back to the line. Matheson with it. Matheson going to play down low into the slot. Nice little bump pass. Another shot, and Joseph Wall in the right position, making a big save. Hey, Rick, what's up? Welcome in. Here they come up over the line. Montreal going cross ice. Going to be tipped. Comes to Domi. Domi going to carry this one ahead. He's going to send it in. Nice chasing. Dobish comes out of his net. Play it around. Hey, Rick, any more medals today for Canada? Best game of the year, Sabres versus Lightning. Oh, it was so good. Brooklyn, you like Poppy? Big Poppy? Going to send this over. Toronto into the Montreal zone. Only 3 shots for the Maple Leafs. 9 here now for Montreal. Back over to Michelli. Michelli sending it back to the corner. Montreal is there. Demidov going to put it up the boards, and they're going to kick this one out and down the ice. Leafs have to race back. Nylander is going back, and he's being chased. Chased quickly by Alex Newhook. I like Newhook a lot. Demidov almost stolen. Nylander bringing this one out. 2-on-2. Leafs into the zone. Nylander with a shot. Dobish with a blocker save. This coming back over. Nylander lets it go around behind the net. Montreal going to slide this one up out into the neutral zone. Leafs going to back it up, turn it around. Hyper One, what's going on? Welcome in. Ooh, puck is going to go out of play. We're going to get a whistle here. Oh, Rick, feel better for sure. It's your cousin's aunt's birthday. Happy birthday. Matthews is on the ice. He's on the ice. Does that mean how much he's going to play? I don't know. 23 goals for Slafkovsky this season. Second on the team. Boy, he's grown a lot. He has grown a lot. Come on here to Sam calls Nylander. There you go. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Welcome in. This down around behind wall. Toronto going to play it over to the boards on the near side. Carlo, look out. This is going to come back to the line. Here's a one-timer into the glove of Joseph Wall. Oh, Carrier teeing off on one. He took a nice shot. Yeah, Matthews is on the ice now. How we'll see if he shows up, but he is technically on the ice. Matthews has not had a Matthews-like year. He certainly has struggled. Hey, B. Disney, what's going on? Oh, Brooklyn Nuts. We'll see. It'll be tough for sure. Ekman Larson, he's going to grab this off the draw and just send it down the ice over the center line. Montreal picking it up at their blue line. They bring it right back into the Leaf zone. Wall comes out to play this over to McCabe. Spinning it around and comes out back to the neutral zone. Montreal bringing it right back into the Leaf zone. Nice little play. Coming out of the corner, spinning around. Nice little work here is Jake Evans playing it back with a shot. That one gets blocked. Evans putting it around the boards here on the near side. Back to the point. Jack Guy going to go across. Here's a long shot looking for a deflection. And Joseph Wall is going to make that save and hang on to it. Rumor man, no. Jose, I mean, listen, any of those, whether it's LA or Utah, any of those kind of West Coast teams, you know, Matthews being an Arizona kid, anything that he can do to get close to home, I'm sure he'd love to. But remember, I think it was before the Olympic break, Matthews and the Maple Leafs brass had a conversation, and they each confirmed their commitment to each other. So I don't think Matthews is going anywhere, to be honest with you. Looks like Jays are getting ready to repeat it last year. Oh, I hope so. Larry, it would be so good. Here's a hot shot by Dobson, and Wall going to make that save. I don't see why the Leafs don't call up Hildeby. Season is done. I say let him play. So we never know. Yeah, I don't disagree. Hildeby is solid. Let him have that work. But I think at the same time, you got to let these two goaltenders get their confidence back. Here's another shot into the glove of Joseph Wall right off the draw. Yeah, Mary, I don't think he's going anywhere. But yeah, you got to let these guys build their confidence. Got to get that confidence back. It's so super important. So super important. Nice, getting set up. 6:16 to go on the draw. This is going to be one. Walking in right off the draw. Suzuki putting it on net. And Wall again has to go down and make a save. I feel like the guy doing the shots, every time Montreal gets a couple, he just throws one up for the Maple Leafs. He's like, up, Leafs, you're up to 4 now. We'll give you an extra shot. Happy for Kadri. Yeah, me too. So happy for Kadri. So happy for Kadri. That's right. Harvey's tonight. We had Harvey's. Gotta love it. What's their slogan? Your burger, your way. I don't know. It was tasty. Kareem, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome in. Off the draw. Leafs going to win this one. McCabe sending it over to the far side. Leafs. Little breakout pass. Can't really control it. Ekman Larson going to chip it into the Montreal zone. Not overly deep. Montreal misses their breakout pass. Domi tried to break up the play. Habs trying to dump it in. They can't. Puck comes to Nyes. Stick gets in the way there. Nyes has it in his feet. Didn't see it. Has to play it back. Ekman Larson over to the far side. Long pass. It's going to get knocked down at the line. Anderson doing a good job. Anderson fighting off Austin Matthews. This coming around. Carrying it up is Carlo. Carlo going to dump it in the Montreal zone. Back around. Dobish lets it go. Here comes Montreal. Montreal. Little outlet pass. Bringing it down. A dump in play. Comes right out in front of the net. They score. Philip Deneau. Deneau. Do. Philip Deneau. Do. Philip Deneau. Do. Man, Montreal. What a broken up play. What a bad play. He capitalizes on it. There you go. Easy. That was way too easy. Way too easy. Just dumping it in. It hits the stanchion, comes right out in front. And hey, guess who wasn't covering his man again? Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley. Where are you, Morgan Riley? Wow. Not good. Hey, David, how's it going? People first. What's up, Jeffrey? Hello there. Welcome in, Mega. No worries. 2-0 Montreal. Here's a shot right on. Deneau gets the goal. Going to play this up. Nylander keeping it in to Michelli. Michelli to Tavares. Tavares turning around. Gooley and Hudson picking up the assists on that play. Again, a dump in that just takes a Montreal bounce. This is the most lopsided string of games I've ever seen. It's crazy, right? I'm so glad we can all be disappointed together as here they come again. Together. We can be depressed together. Digging it around in the corner. Benoit trying to get this one free. Getting it ahead. Michelli up the far side. Hits the red line. Dumping it in. Chasing in hard here is Nick Robertson. Robertson seems to be going a million miles an hour regardless of the score. Hey, Gerard, what's going on? Back to Deneau, centering it, and a quick shot. That one is knocked away as Arbor Jacki pinching up, trying to get in on the fun. Here's a pass that comes out. Anderson back with it. Anderson going to send it in. Actually hit the Montreal player, and that's going to be blown down on the offside. I'll be pushing daisies. Thought Demidov would have been a bit more impressive this season for Montreal. Yeah, Taco, listen, he's still a young guy, right? It's going to take him some time to develop and get there. 3:57 to go. They're taking a commercial break. Hey, we got something pretty good. The other day. I wanted to show it tonight. Of course, it kind of came off its plastic. Let me just move this up here a little bit. So this is pretty cool. For those that don't know, I like to collect patches. I like to collect shoulder patches and crests and all the stuff you put on the sweaters. So we were provided with this gem, the Daryl Sittler 10-point night celebration patch, which is very, very, very cool. And on the back of it, it has a copy of the score sheet, which I think is so super cool. So it actually has the score sheet, and you love it when you look down here. McDonald from Sittler, Turnbull from Sittler and Thompson, Sittler from Salming and McDonald, Salming from Sittler, Sittler unassisted, Sittler from Ferguson and Alcat, Ferguson from Hammerstrom and Garland, Salming, McDonald, and Sittler, Sittler from Salming and Thompson, Sittler from Thompson, Sittler from McDonald. So cool. So very cool. If you want, there it is. There's the scorecard. You can go back and screenshot it if you want to take a look at it. But it's pretty cool. And there it is again, that patch. Very, very nice patch. So I got a big thank you to the person that surprised me with this the other day. So cool. I love it. I love patches. We got that one. We have the Salming patch. I love the patches so very much. All right. 10.9. My goodness. Pickleball, you remember that? Oh, it's so cool. Rick says, okay, bronze under Wiccan wins her third medal, 3-1 in sledge hockey. Nice. All right, 3:40 to go. Montreal has this back in the corner. No, not that patch, Kevin. Don't have or need any of those. This is going to be played up. Hey, Fred, what's up? Welcome in. Bring this back around as Lawrence. Lawrence in his own zone. Going to give this one away because why not? Toronto able to steal it back. Getting it back to Lawrence. 27 shot attempts for Montreal here in this period. 8 for Toronto. Spinorama. Here they come again, driving towards the net. And Wall keeping that paddle down, able to keep the puck away from the front of the net, working it. Hey, Brendan, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, Joshua. Here comes Toronto. Domi stopping. Has it knocked away. Can't get it out. Keeping this one in. Here's a long shot. That's blocked as Matthews was trying to get towards the net. Domi back here in the corner. Diggin trying to bring this one free. Still pulling it out. Matthews in his feet. In your feet, Matthews. Domi still going. Domi and Matthews working in the corner. Domi gets shoved down. Comes to Nyes. Nyes. Back over to Matthews. Can't handle that hot pass. Skipping it around. Back over to Domi. Going in the corner. Nyes coming in to pick it up. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Bringing this one across. Montreal playing it up. And they're going to go off the boards with 2:15 to go. Toronto's pass gets knocked down, trying to bring this back across. Slivkowski keeping it in. Suzuki giving chase. Riley going to go around behind the net using the far side. The pass is intercepted. A quick shot gets knocked down. Back to the point again. Matheson keeping this one in. Cycling around back to Matheson. Loses it in his feet. Regains it. Passing up into the high slot. Shooting. Nice save. Kapanen with a blast. I don't even think Wall realized. Just kind of was down and it hit him. This back over on the side, trying to bring this across. And it comes all the way down the ice. Picking this one up. Cycling it around Montreal in their own zone. Matheson stopping. Here comes that forecheck. Michelli doing a nice job. Nylander coming in as well. Montreal has to use the other side of the ice. Going to carry it up. Pass gets blocked. Toronto has it in their own zone. Giving it away. Here's Demidov playing with it. Going to work it over. Demidov is breaking up, bringing it into the zone. Here comes Montreal. Pass in front, rebound. Demidov is there. Can't reach it. Holy smokes. 1:10 to go. And the Montreal Canadiens now 17 shots in this first period. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? We need to lose. Yeah, you and me both. Hey, Travis. Holy mac and habs. Oh, the Harpers, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome back, Skinner. Stu. An offside call. 51.2 seconds to go. Montreal is all smiles on the bench as they have things going their way. Kirby Doc with a spinorama. Little pinball Clemens action there. And Kapanen with a quick release coming very, very, very close. Wow. Can't wait for the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, Hayden, I can't wait. I cannot wait. How about the Leafs to Marlies and Marlies for Leafs for one game? A full switcheroony. That would be pretty funny. Playing it around behind the net. Ekman Larson with it. Ekman Larson gets run over from behind by Josh Anderson. Don't like that hit. No need for that. Anderson going to poke it free again. McCabe coming over. And again, another Maple Leaf player. This time it's Easton Cowan hits the dirt. Keeping this one in. There's the air. We got a glove down. Are they dropping him? McCabe is going out. We got to fight. The cameraman comes over late. Jake McCabe and Brendan Gallagher going. McCabe is back up. And the linesmen jump in and break it up. Oh, poor work by the cameraman. Poor work by the cameraman. So Gallagher and McCabe dropped the gloves. McCabe got taken down, tried to get up, and then the linesman jumped in, didn't let him go. Wow. Refs letting him fight. I'm okay. Let him fight. Let him tussle. But show it to us. So, Gallagher comes up with a late hit and raises the elbow up on Easton Cowan. And that's what McCabe did not like. A late hit, tries to get the elbow up. Cowan was able to kind of pop up a little bit to take that elbow to his chest, not his face. McCabe comes right over, little cross check, and then the gloves go down. Gallagher throws the gloves down. They each got about 2 punches. And then Jake McCabe loses his balance, loses the edge. They both go down. And by the time they get back up, the referees jump in and don't let him go. So not much of a great fight. Not much of a great fight. And right now they got 2 minutes up on the board for a Toronto power play. I'm surprised. I figured McCabe would get the instigator unless they have Gallagher called, and they do, an extra 2 on Gallagher. So McCabe 5 for fighting, Gallagher 5 for fighting, and 2 on roughing for Gallagher. I'm assuming it's the hit on Easton Cowan. So Toronto going to go to the power play here as Marty St. Louis is a little confused, trying to separate it out. Even the Toronto bench is a little confused, but Toronto's bench is always confused. So Suzuki is over as the official is kind of explaining what he saw and one went down. Robertson went at him first. Yeah, Robertson isn't fighting anybody. Robertson goes up to hit somebody and they look around and go, did something happen? Did somebody bump me? Yeah, he's such a dirty player. Gallagher always has been, always with the cheap shots. Gallagher, not the enforcer the Habs need. So the Jays playing again tonight, Mega? I know they played this afternoon. They won this afternoon. Here comes Nylander. Willie on the move. The Canada game has just started, or I guess it's in warm-ups now. Very close to getting started after a lengthy delay. Here's a quick shot. That's blocked. Okay, they've adjusted it now to 4-on-4. So it's 4-on-4. So Gallagher did get an extra 2. And they gave Jake McCabe an extra 2. So they gave them each 5 for fighting and each 2 for roughing. Or I guess McCabe got 2 for roughing. Gallagher got 2 for interference. All right, the horn goes. First period is over. Montreal up 2-0. Didn't go our way. 18 shots for Montreal in that first period. 5 shots on goal for Toronto. The strong area is the face-off circle, and right now Montreal is whooping Toronto. 61% there. Wow. 10 hits for Toronto, 11 for Montreal, 6 block shots for Toronto, 3 for Montreal, 6 giveaways for Toronto, 3 for Montreal. Hey, Riders, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are just joining us, thanks for being here. Dan, how's it going? Selkie, what's up? Welcome in. Go Montreal Canadiens. Thank you for hitting that follow. Why are you guys complaining? It's Montreal. What do you expect? Who's complaining? I'm not complaining. Who's complaining? I didn't see any complaining. Oh, my goodness. No, Montreal's helping us out right now. Montreal's doing us a favor, and we'll take it. Sharks get a goal back on the board at 2-1 now, Buffalo over San Jose, and it was Macklin Celebrini, his 33rd of the year, from Will Smith. Rangers are up 1-0 over Calgary. That's good. Come on, Rangers. Lafreniere with that goal. No score Kings and Bruins. 1-1 now, Pittsburgh and Carolina. Anthony Mantha, the goal for Pittsburgh. Still 1-0 Panthers over the Red Wings. Lightning 1-0 over the Blue Jackets. Gonclaves with that goal. The Blues 1-0 over the Islanders. Come on, Islanders. Broberg gets the goal from Snuggerud and Thomas. Come on, Islanders. I need you to beat the Blues. No, actually, no, I lied. That's a good thing. We want the Blues to win. Go Blues. We want the Blues to win. We'll take it. Go Blues, go. So those are your out-of-town scores right now. Holy smoke. Leafs might get 10 shots on the net behind the goal. Does that count? We'll make it count. We'll make it count. Infinite, what's up? Welcome in. Well, as a Habs fan, this is going well. Yeah, yes, it is. And you know what? As a Leafs fan right now, Leaf fans got to be saying the same thing. This is going well. This is kind of what we want to happen right now. And I know, it's a weird thing to say, right? It's a weird thing to say. Normally, we're like, you know what? Come on, Leafs, pick it up. Come on, Leafs, let's go, let's go, let's go. But this is kind of something that we're happy with because, well, we want Toronto to get to that bottom 5. Hey, Riders, what's going on? I'm so happy for Buffalo. Hats off to them. Can you believe how well Buffalo is playing. It is absolutely crazy how good they are. Crazy how good Buffalo is. It almost makes no sense that they were so bad for so long and they've just exploded with offense, and we'll take it, right? We will absolutely take it. All right, let's see if we can bring you some highlights. Let me get this set up, so bear with me a moment. And can we bring it up? Oh, it's not going to be formatted the way we need it to be. That's okay. We'll get this formatted in just a quick moment, or maybe not. And we'll take a look at some of the highlights from the first period of action. So in this one here, what we're going to see is the tussle that came to be. So if you look up here at the, oh, you can't see. Up here, can you see my mess? At the top of the screen is where it all begins. So I don't think we had, did we catch the hit? You kind of see here the after effects of that hit. We kind of move it forward, and here comes McCabe. McCabe is going to come up, and they're going to kind of bump. This camera's going to zoom in. You can see the gloves fly, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go. McCabe is going to come one shot. Gallagher returns a shot. McCabe with another shot. And here, as he throws the punch, as he throws the punch right here, he kind of steps down and loses the edge. Right here, loses the edge. His skate goes down while throwing the punch, and they're going to go down. So that was really it. Not much to do in the tussle. And of course, immediately as they go down, the referees kind of jump in to try and break it up so they don't allow much more to happen, which I'm okay with. But at this point, both guys are up. They're ready to go. Let him go, right? Let him go at this point. Let's see if we can bring up this little hit on Cowan. So if we bring this up, you can kind of see the follow through, catches that arm up high. Cowan was okay, right? Cowan, I'll see if I can stop this, the right freeze frame here. So Cowan coming down right here. Gallagher is coming in. You can see Cowan kind of gets himself braced for it, goes up. There's the hit, right? The puck has already moved on, so this is a little deceptive. The puck is not actually near Cowan. It's closer to the corner. So he pops him. The arm comes up and gives that shove. And then there's that follow through with the high arm. Cowan goes down. So that was a kind of a big bump there. Let's see what else we can find here for you. Let's see if we can get some goal action. Okay, here's the Deneau goal. Here's the Deneau goal. If we want to take a look at this. All right, let's bring this over here. Okay, good enough. So you can see the puck is sitting right here. It came off the boards in front. Here's Deneau all alone. Here's Morgan Riley. Just loses that battle. Deneau going to get there first. Riley misses a stick lift and is behind. And this one is kind of chipped right through Joseph Wall and in right there. So a little bit of a bad play, just finding its way through. Not a good play by any means, but Riley here, again, in my opinion, just caught out of position. So don't like to see that one happen. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's see. Seeing good idea for the Maple Leafs to put themselves in a garbage bin, put them in the dump. Jonathan, that's so funny. Sports Center, Colby Armstrong said the Leafs are deer in the headlights. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And yes, the Canada game is just getting underway. Middle of the first inning, 0-0, no score. We will be checking in on that Canada must-win game here today against where to go? Who are they playing again? Is it Puerto Rico? I can't even remember now. So hopefully they can win it. I want Canada to win it. Very, very big, important win for Canada. I have a feeling going to Stun Mighty Ducks. Ooh, the Ducks would be interesting. Oilers gonna have a good game here tonight. Does anyone else get ads in the middle of Sam streaming on my laptop? Yeah, Dan, it happens every now and then. Have to pay the bills, Have to pay the bills. From the top last season to this, you can't surprise more than you know what, Steve? It was a huge change. Hey, Ricky, how's it going? It was a huge change from last year to this year, and I think that's what a lot of the Leafs are saying right now. Is saying, hey, anything can happen. Look at Boston. Boston went from being an incredible team to down in the dumps, and then they climbed their way back up and a good team. Montreal last year, they made it all the way to the bottom, climbed up back to a playoff spot twice. They were up, down, back up, and so anything can happen. Anything can happen. Hopefully that's going to be the case for Toronto next year. After his contract is done, that's a good point. Now that would be interesting. When his contract is up, what decisions they're going to do. Could you shout out my high school team, the Nottawasaga Pines Timberwolves. They're playing right now. What's up to the high school Nottawasaga Pines, the Timberwolves? Big shout out. The Loblaws that just walked through has Chubby Colt. No way, Jonathan. Amazing. Puerto Rico. Thank you, Pickleball Pat. Yeah, I have it on a separate screen here. But yeah, keep me posted if anything big happens and we'll flip over. Lucas, hello there. The Leafs don't have a first round pick this season. That's true. They do not. They certainly do not. And how about Scott Lawton? Scott Lawton was a guy, Toronto, Grabinkin in a first, and we got a third back from him. And look at that, Scott Lawton, 2 goals in his first 2 games. Prep, what's going on? I fear my confidence is best placed in one of those Zambonis winning the race. Prep, thank you so much for your super chat. Go Zamboni, go. Which Zamboni is going to win it? Gotta love the Zambonis. 2 goals and an assist for Lawton. Thank you, Deviate. Wow, with a goal. Lawton, we couldn't put him as a top 6 player. He was in the bottom 6 the whole time. However, look at him now, right? I decided to go turncoat and support the Habs, and I don't regret it. Ben, listen, they're a good team this year. Montreal is going to turn some heads, but it is the hardest division in hockey. They do if we get 5th, it's protected. True, that's right. We need that 5th spot. It's going to be very interesting if Toronto can keep that pick. It'd be absolutely wild. But this whole playoff situation, Boston and Montreal, both teams in there in the wild card. If it sits the way it is now, Tampa Bay, Carolina would play Boston. Buffalo is taking over top spot in the Atlantic. Wow, Buffalo would play Montreal. What a tough series that would be. I mean, them and Tampa Bay are 1 point back and forth. 2 points back and forth. So it could be either of those two against Montreal. That would be crazy. It would be absolutely wild. Why every time a player leaves Toronto, they score always, right? Always. It's like a big weight is lifted off their shoulders. Top prospect for the draft. So that'd be Gavin McKenna, who's absolutely tearing it up. And Stenberg, who we saw him on Team Sweden. He's a good young player as well. This is a very good draft year. So any of the top 10, top 5 picks are going to be decent players or have the potential to be decent players. So hopefully Toronto can get in there. 44-47. Timberwolves winning right now. Let's see it. Hey, Sky, gotta say Sledge Para Hockey is way more fun. They just beat you. It is crazy. Sky, it is so hard. It is an unbelievable sport, and it is so difficult to play. Big respect for everybody that plays sledge hockey. RMD, how's it going? Toronto will win it all next year. Said that for 60 years. That's really funny. I thought they were dropped. I thought the charges against him were dropped. I may be mistaken, but I thought that's what I saw like a couple of days after What is your thoughts about Chris Pronger rumors getting hired for the Leafs front office job? Well, that's a good question, Joshua. I really haven't thought much about it. I mean, Pronger's a good hockey head, good hockey mind, big physical presence. I like Pronger a lot, but excuse me. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. He's not somebody that normally comes to mind when I think about, certain jobs. So it depends on what job they're thinking of hiring him for. Dogwater once again. El Ricardo. Absolutely. Like that Logan guy Montreal drafted a few years back. Yeah, he was, hey, Charlie, how's it going to fire the coach between periods? That would be outstanding if he got fired between periods. Yeah, McKenna was at a bar. They were celebrating, and some guy was like heckling and harassing his mom, and he wouldn't back away. And so he kind of came to the aid of his mom and dropped him like a bad habit. So the serious charges were dropped. Okay, thank you, Joshua. Yeah, I thought I heard that they were. Has zero experience, be the perfect hire for more suffering, needs someone established. Yeah, and I think it depends on what that job is, right? If you're hiring him as a special ambassador or an assistant general manager or something like that, no harm, no foul, but not as the guy. Hey, Brad. Hello again. Well, this ain't a good look for Toronto. No, it's not. Misdemeanor. Yeah. So the big charges were dropped. So that's okay. And it'll be interesting. I'm sure. Well, I don't want to speculate, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Don't we have 5 assistant GMs already? Yeah. So what's a 6th? Maybe a 7th. Clearly we're not doing good enough with 5. All right. Toronto has so many ambassadors and special assistants and this guy and that guy, so many of them. Oh my goodness. Don't we love hockey in Toronto? But I gotta say, hey, Ollie, I gotta give a huge shout out, huge props to the Montreal Canadiens. What the Canadiens have done this year is absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. They were a tough team last year. They made it in. They squeaked in. Washington beat them up pretty good. Joshua, thank you for those gifts. Washington beat them up pretty good, and Montreal did not look back. They returned this year with a chip on their shoulders to get in and go further in the playoffs this year, and they're certainly coming forth with the right effort. So I gotta give them a lot of respect, a lot of props for what they are doing. Hey, Alias, I'm having a bad day. Need a goal. Just one go. Diablo, what's going on? I'm so sorry you're having a bad day. But we're happy you're here. Hopefully we can make your day just a little bit better. Because the Maple Leafs are probably not going to help. I'm not going to lie. The Leafs are probably not going to help at all. Dave, what's up? Great day to be a Habs fan. They're looking good right now. Oliver Kapanen is 20th from Newhook and Demidov. Deneau his 5th from Gooley and Hudson. Pretty good. Hey, Norm, what's up? Welcome in. What's wrong with me? Is something wrong? No, nothing wrong with me. I'm good. I'm okay. Actually, my shoulder's pretty bad today. My shoulder's pretty messed up. But besides that, I'm good. Hope you're doing well, Norman. Avs, they sang the chant. Oh, Av, they not that I've heard yet, Brad. Not that I've heard. They need to pull Wall. Brandon, a Wall isn't the problem. The second one was a little soft. All right, Beverly. The Wall, the second goal was a little bit soft, but I don't blame him. Morgan Riley should have had his man there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Need to do better than that. Leafs need new blood. Young blood starting at the top. Yeah, got to build something good here. Need some good young talent to build it up. 4th to 6th playoff seed currently. Yeah, they're kind of bouncing around right now. They're in that top wild card spot. They're a couple of 1 point behind Detroit, the Red Wings, so they can kind of hop back up to 3rd. They're going to bounce around. It's going to be a race for these top dogs, just like it was last year into the finals. So we got about 20 games, 19 games, 18 games left to go, depending on which team is yours. But it's It's going to be a fun race for the cup. I'm excited to see who's going to get there. We want Florida. That's right. At least we can still get a "We want Florida" chant with Tampa Bay hanging in there. I think it still stands. It still stands. Oh man. But will Pronger turn into another Shanahan? Probably. Listen, I don't think Toronto. Well, no, I'm going to keep it to myself. Watch the Leafs miss out on the top 5 protected pick and end up battling for first place in the Atlantic again next year. Right? Of course. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. All right, it is time to get back to period number 2 as the Maple Leafs trying to get this going. Now, of course, what you'll see above me is in real time. We're calling the game to the broadcast, which is about 8 seconds behind or so. So please, you'll see spoilers, but we'll wait till the broadcast calls it before we announce what is going on. Here we go. Puck is dropped. We are in play. Few seconds left of the 4-on-4, which will clear itself out. And let's go. Leafs going to keep this one in the Montreal zone. Matthews going to play this one back. Domi held the line. Habs going to play it right back out. And Slafkovsky turning it over. Morgan Riley, a long pass trying to hit Matthew Nyes. Nyes has it in his feet trying to play it forward. He goes down. Puck comes to Matthews. Couldn't really control it. Domi holding it in temporarily. Now it comes out. Gives it to Nyes. Nyes coming in up the middle. Matty Nyes with some nice moves. And Matheson is going to take it away from him and bring this one down. Let's see how many more goals Montreal scores. There you go, Sky. Yes, Mike, they should. They absolutely should. This will be Montreal's game to lose. It's only 2. But if you're going to score, if you're going to get 5 shots a period, you're not going to do much. Toronto over on the far side. Benoit is going to dump this one in. Comes around beside Hudson. Going to play it ahead. And here come the Habs. Habs busting out over the red line. Into the Leafs zone. Curling towards the net in the slot with a backhand right on. Rebound is there. The Leafs going to break it up and they don't take a penalty. Now they turn it over to Newhook with a shot. And that one goes just wide. Holy smokes. Toronto turning it over again. Montreal playing it around. Tavares and Ekman-Larsson getting over to Benoit. Benoit going to play it up the boards. That's going to come out all the way down. It's going to roll. Dobish is going to have to stop it and play this in the corner. And Gavin McKinnon, if anyone hurt my mom or asking my mom, they're going to regret it. Yeah. Goaltending is not the Leafs' problem. I agree, David. I agree. It is not the Leafs' problem this year. It hasn't helped, but it's not the problem. Cowan going to turn this one over. Riley racing down. He can't get there. Grew is going to pull this to the side of the net. Grew, if you're wondering who the heck is Grew, I don't see any minions on the ice. Grew called up from the Marlies. He's the top Marley player. Jack Guy going to bring this back, trying to play it ahead to Doc. Doc is going to pull it away. Hits the red line, sending it up in the legs of Stetcher. Can't stop it, driving in. Wall keeping the paddle down, made a nice play. And there's a broken stick in the corner. They're causing some problem. Cowan to Quinlan to Robertson to Cowan. Cowan to Robertson to Cowan. Cowan out of the corner. Look out. Quinlan is driven hard into the goalpost. And we got a penalty coming up. And Quinlan is a little slow to get up here. Now he's up as he's driven very hard into that goalpost. Whoo-wee. Montreal just dominant there. Dominant. Leafs have to be a little more aggressive. Right? A little more aggressive. Vegas does need goaltending. Vegas can't win since the Olympic break either, since Stone went down. I'm okay with that. So Jack Guy goes to the box. Arbor in the box. Power play for Toronto. Let's go Toronto. Off the draw. Going to play this one back. Matthews to Nylander. Nylander going to play this down low. Back to Willie. Willie setting it to the point for Riley. Riley to Nylander. Nylander. Montreal blocking all the passing lanes. to Nyes at the side of the net. Nyes putting it around to Matthews. Matthews back to Nyes in front for Tavares. His shot gets blocked. Nyes going to pick it up, sending it around the boards. Riley pinches up to Matthews. Matthews tried to spin it over to Tavares. Going to come to the line. Riley keeps it in over to Tavares. JT right up the middle to Nylander. Nylander should have shot that. Nylander to Riley, who fell. Riley needs to sharpen his skates. He's falling all over the place here. And this is going to come out and all the way down. My goodness. Riley just whoopsie daisy. Leafs are terrible at holding the blue line. Chris, absolutely. Why have the Leafs been so bad at getting shots on goal this year? Diablo, I think that's because they just don't shoot the puck. This is going to be flipped in. Habs going to hammer it around the boards. That actually hits somebody at the bench. So it's going to be blown down. We're going to get a face-off coming up. 5 total shots for Toronto. That's it. So Morgan Riley stumbling around the ice. Got to be better. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Domi going to win this draw back. Robertson dishing it off. Here we go. Ekman Larson playing it all the way back to Domi. Domi going to lead the rush over to Michelli. Michelli over to Cowan. Cowan bringing this one in. Cowan coming right on, trying to take a shot. That one is deflected away. Back across. Looking, here's a one-timer. It seems nothing but a bunch of overpaid losers. Chris, I think a handful of them are. I wouldn't say the whole team. Marner couldn't have been the only good thing about this offense. I don't understand. No, he's not. It's just a total coincidence. Removing one player doesn't blow up an entire team. Toronto going to turn this one over at the line. 5 seconds left on the power play. Montreal sends this one all the way down. Now, I will say Marner was very good on the penalty kill, as was Scott Lawton. So that is a hole. The Leafs penalty kill, you know, they have a good kill right now, but will those change hurt? Domi putting it across. Toronto. Robertson misses a wide open net. Here's a shot from the point. That's blocked and knocked down. Oh, what a pass. What a setup. And they just couldn't bury it in. No, missing Marner has nothing to do with how the Leafs are playing this year. Here they come across. Last year, I got to tell you, hang on, Montreal walking up, putting this one across. Here's a shot. That one gets blocked. Last year, I feel Toronto was very similarly poor. The difference, here's a shot, nice save by Wall. The difference is last year, their goaltending was exceptional. It was elite. Wall and Stolarz were phenomenal last year. And so that covered up. Here's Montreal going backdoor. That one's blocked. Because the goaltending was so good, that really covered up the inept defense. And it kept them in hockey games. Here comes Slafkovsky coming in, a little back pass, and he's going to jump on that. This year, the goaltenders have been mediocre, and it's exposed their defense of how bad it actually is. And the goaltenders haven't been stealing games like they did last year. And that's, Josh, that's right. They don't have good line chemistry. Having 2 goalies that struggled to stay. Yep, exactly. Exactly. You guys know what's up. Henry, we need defense. Our defense needs a complete overhaul, in my opinion. A complete overhaul. That's going to be a very difficult thing to do. Off the draw, Montreal keeping this one in, bringing it around. Demidov walking into the corner. Lost the handle. Newhook couldn't get there. Carlo has it. 6 minutes just about gone here in this second period, and it's been much the same. 1 shot this period for Toronto. 3 so far for Montreal. Back to the point. Habs battling to keep this one in. Spinning around. Carrier putting it there. Loose puck, loose puck. Leafs going to gobble it up. Trying to break it out to Lorentz. They couldn't. Habs put it back in. Leafs in their own zone. Looking up ice. Carlo looking someone to pass it to. Nobody is breaking for him. And he's going to dump it down. They're going to tip this one in. Mitchie is the giveaway king. Yeah, listen, you don't replace 100 points, but it wasn't that he was a big defensive powerhouse that was keeping the score down either. Here's Nylander to Tavares. Shot right on. Rebound. Center it across Benoit. Can't do it. Tavares is there. Tavares putting in the slot for Nylander. Willie going to play this over to Cowan. Cowan, little toe drag coming through the middle. Him and Demidov go in the corner. Going to play this over to Benoit. Leaves it for Nylander. Willie putting this one over. Back up top to Nylander. He spins around, walking the blue line. Willie cutting towards middle. Long shot. That one is blocked. Puck is there. Picked up. Back over to Nylander. Willie trying to center it. That's deflected. In the corner for Tavares. Leafs getting some sustained pressure here. To Benoit. He steps into one. Dobish saved it. Gave up a big juicy rebound though. Cowan couldn't pick it up. Over in the corner, Montreal going to play this up. Toronto keeping it in the zone. And the ref's going to say, no, sir. That's an offside. So we're going to get a whistle coming up. Good pressure, though. Good pressure, but not enough. Sam knows the answers, but next year we need, yes, Jeff. Yes, indeedy. When Marner is engaged, when he's mentally good, he sticks, make him dangerously defensively. When he's not in a good mental place, he's dangerous. Yeah, that's a fair statement. Absolutely. He's starting to look good. Starting to go. Let's hop over and see what's happening. 1-0. Canada losing 1-0. Boo. Boo. Come on, Canada. We need you, Canada. It's a must-win game for Canada here today in the World Baseball Championships, the WBC. So exciting, though. It is so exciting. Let's see. Can they come back? Of course, Canada come back. It's only one run. Puerto Rico, though, 3-0. Canada is 1-1. It's going to be a very tough game. That shift was a 180-degree change with Cowan, JT Nylander. Yeah, deviate. They were moving to some good passing, some good opportunities. Not ours this year, but next year it's ours. I agree with you there. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hey, name. I agree. Matthew, what's going on? Crosby trade to Ravens canceled due to failed physical. Oh, that sucks. The good old failed physical. Sylvie, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us as we are moving up. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. If you haven't hit that subscribe yet, go on over, hit that subscribe down below or up top or wherever you're watching. Hit that subscribe button. We want you to come back and join us as we're continuing to move things around. And let's move this up over here. There we go. Perfect. We'll keep that up there. All right, back from commercial break. 12:10 to go here in second period. 20 shots now to 7, which is absolutely crazy. There we go. Thank you very much. Domi over the line. Domi coming in. Max. He's going to pump this behind him. Matthews can't pick it up. Sits there back for Domi, centering it. That's knocked down. Nice little break up there by Noah Dobson. Dobby is a good little defender. Here's Slavkovsky in the Leaf zone. Slavkovsky on the far side. Centers it to Evans, sneaking through with a chip shot. And a nice glove save by Joseph Wall. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky is Montreal cutting through the middle. Someone suggested Nyes post Carlo for Gully Hag. That guy, that is, yeah, and I think Arman, I think there was like a first and a second in there as well. Would have been crazy. Would have been such a crazy trade. I'm glad we kept Nyes. Nyes is one of those type of players you have to hang on to. All right, 11:43 to go. Grew taking this draw for Toronto. He is wearing number 29. Toronto going to pick this one up. Michelli racing down the near side. Stopping in over the line. Michelli still with this. He's going to spin around, trying to play it in the corner. Nobody is there. Montreal easily going to break this one out, sending it all the way down into the Leaf zone. Hey, Guy, how's it going? Why the heck our high-priced boys can't score? Struggling. There it is, Arises. Bringing them to the world. Yes. Welcome in, Arises. This is going to be flipped up. Toronto. Grew going to send this one down the ice before taking a little bit of a bump by Doc. He's going to send it in, and Montreal going to set it up behind their own net. Travis, what's going on? Who they are? No one should be untouchable at this point. I think, to me, Nyes is probably the only one. Big power forward. We've seen when when he's healthy, when he's got a good head, what he can do. He's the type of guy you want to build a team around, in my opinion. But Leafs, yikes. So I'm happy that Grew's here. I'm happy Quinlan's getting an opportunity. It's good to see these guys getting a chance, right? Some of these youngsters. Nyes and Tanev. Tanev was a big loss for sure because of their scoring power now without Marner. It's gone down almost 50%. No, I don't think that's the reason. Here comes Toronto. Quick shot. That one is going to be blocked. This is going to be played up. Montreal playing it back and regrouping. Quinlan is flying out there. Montreal sending this one down the ice. Toronto trying to get it out. They do. Joshua going to hammer this one into the end zone. Into the end boards. Dobish going to play it around as Joshua was coming in on the forecheck. Long pass is going to come down. McCabe is going to come to pick this one up. Here comes McCabe. McCabe taking a look, and Buffalo scores again. Wow. Buffalo is like scoring like crazy. It's now 4-1. Is that going to go to 5-1? Unbelievable. If your team, man, where did that go? I think if your team finishes bottom 5, all contracts are in question. There should be a rule. All no move clauses are waived if you finish in the bottom 5. Montreal, long outlet pass. Here they come, trying to turn the corner with a shot. Another hot glove save as Kapanen with another great shot coming in. Fire Tree Living before the draft. Trade Riley at the draft in a package that land you a first round pick. Look at defensive options. So the problem with Riley, the big problem with Morgan Riley is that no move clause, right? That stinking no move clause. They can't do anything if Riley won't agree to be moved. And that is a huge problem. Should be abolished. I agree, Travis. I think it really ruins things. I understand it became a bargaining chip where when you're up against the cap, you can say, hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars and a no move trade or a limited move trade. So you can help tell us where you want to go. I get it when it comes to negotiating power, but there has to be some kind of a veto that says like our team sucks so bad that we need to get rid of these in order to improve. But that's the risk you take by giving it out, right? You want a player bad enough, you're willing to give it to them. That's the risk that you take. Or it should be they should have a rule where no move clauses are only effective while the general manager who gave them to you are still with the club. So like when Tree Living gets fired, any no move clause he signed should be voided. I think that would be so interesting. Or even better, all the contracts are voided. So when you sign a contract with the team, they're valid only while that general manager is there. So if a team decides to fire a general manager, the players he issued contracts to become free agents. Man, would that make things interesting, right? Holy smokes, that would shake things up. Yeah, Benjamin, they certainly are. Yeet. Send Raleigh to the minors. My goodness. That would be something. Poor Wall gets no help. No, it gets no help at all. It would be great. Henry, it would be wild. It would be so wild. Here comes Montreal again, trying to bring this one into the zone. Do what Rangers do to Trouba. Oh, man. What they did to Trouba, that was just downright dirty. Cowan splitting through. Cowan with a shot right on. Nice rush by the Cowboy. Busting through. Oh, yeah, there'd be so many trades. ABL, how's it going? Welcome in. Ask him to wave and then let him know he's not the future plans. It would be, that would be such, listen, Morgan, listen, we know the struggles are real, Morgan, and we need you to waive your no move clause. Oh no, sir. I want to keep my no move clause and stay in Toronto. Morgan, now listen, we need you to change it. If you want to do what's best for the team, we need you to waive your no move clause. No, Brad, I want to keep it. I'm going to stay here in Toronto. Listen, Morgan, if you don't waive your no move clause, we're going to send you down to the Marlies and you're going to play there. Oh, no, you can't do that either. My goodness. Riley, do what the Rangers do, waive him or send him to the minor. Yeah, right. Can you imagine? Or just buy Morgan Riley out. The problem with buying him out is it hurts you for a long period of time because he's got so many years left on his deal. Montreal in their own zone. Pass coming back. Benoit tees off on one, and Dobish there to make the save. It would be a cap hit for a long time if they were to buy him out. That's the problem. Like if we do, let's see if I can do this quickly here. So how it works, buyout allows a team to terminate the contract early, paying them a fraction of the remaining salary over double the remaining duration. So what happens is if we have 5 years left of Morgan Riley and we buy him out, we pay a fraction of his contract over 10 years. So it'll be dead cap space for a long time as Easton Cowan busting in again. He's going to be taking down Lane Hudson, tying him up, and we're going to get another penalty coming up here, and it's going to be Montreal going to the box. Cowan drawing a penalty. Nice move. Nice move by the Cowboy. Turning around, Hudson just grabs the arm and hauls him down. I think you can expect a call from the NHLPA. Bring it on. Bring it on. All sports are a business model nowadays, so if any player is underperforming, just like any other employee in a normal business, should be fine. See, Travis, I agree with you so very much. Calling Mattson Darcy. You remember the Canadiens goalie about the Maple Leafs, Matt Sundin? You remember the Canadiens goalie, Maple Leafs, Matt? I remember Matt Sundin. Here comes Matthews coming in over to Tavares. Can you do the rest of the stream in the Riley voice? I don't know if I can. That would be really funny. Matthews in the corner. No, I don't think so. Riley gonna send this one down to the corner. Riley gonna go back and get it. Poor Morgan Riley. Joseph Wall, leave me the puck. Here comes Riley. Riley going to carry this one ahead. Leaves it here for Tavares. Going to play back to Nylander. Nylander in over the line to Tavares. JT centering it in front. Backhand to nobody. Nyes comes over to regain it. Over to Riley. Riley looking. He's going to pass it up to Matthews. Here's a shot. Dobish going to kick this one. Nice save, and they get it out and all the way down the ice. Hey, Joey, what's going on? I know you're streaming for Toronto and Montreal game, but also checking. Yeah, we're going to check into the scores at the next commercial break. We're going to flip over and check out the out-of-town scores, so I'll get you those in just a minute. Team Canada, baseball in the rain. Here comes Kapanen, one of the goal scorers tonight, bringing this one down. Going to flip this one in the corner, trying to dig it out, play it around. See reports Montreal offered the Leafs some. Yeah, they were trying to get Matty Nyes. Here comes quick shot, Machelli and Dobish with a great glove save. Oh, Dobish, so good. What a great save. So we taking a look. 4-1, Sabres over the Sharks. 2-0 now, Rangers over the Flames. Let's go Rangers. No score, Bruins and Kings. 1-1, Canes and Pens. 2-1, Red Wings over the Panthers now. 2-1, Blue Jackets over the Lightning. Blues still up 1-0 over the Islanders. No score, Stars and Knights. No score, Mammoth and Wild. Ducks and Jets. That one gets started in just a few minutes, so it hasn't started just yet. Off the draw, Leafs bring it back. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Putting it down in the corner. Michelli with this now. Michelli to Robertson in front. Couldn't shovel that one in. Domi picking it up. Domi centered across for the one-timer. And Dobish again flashes the leather. Great save. Whoo-wee. Tank Nation. There you go, Cream. What? How did no one eat cake? Cake. 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 I want cake. Rube and the entire coaching staff have to go too. Yeah, well, not the whole coaching staff. Keep Steve Sullivan. Matt Sundin for the new coach. I would say I would like bring in Gary Roberts. One of those type of guys. I'm a big Gary Roberts fan. I bought the dogs across to my cousin's house. Nice. It's apparently Sam's. What's mine? This coming across. Here's another shot. I missed Rissy's comment. What's apparently mine? Did somebody say it's my birthday? It's not my birthday. There's another shot. Rebound in front for Matthews. And he's stopped at point blank range. Wow. Take back Patrick Laine. No way. I don't want to be anywhere near Patrick. I got wonky knees, Laine. So disappointed in Berube. He brought the last place Blues to a cup 5 years ago. Yeah, Dan, but you know what? Different team. Hey, Bruce, what's going on? Welcome in. One thing I love is your t-shirt for the beach. Thanks, Joey. It's my Maple Leaf shirt, man. It's my Maple Leaf shirt. Love this shirt. I don't even know where it came from. It's so good. Rick Walmsley. Oh my goodness. There's the name going back. Call for Austin in the lobby. That's so good. Charles, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, at least it's an all Canadian matchup. Welcome in, everybody. If you're here and if you're enjoying our style of call, Blade Man, you're not wrong. If you're enjoying our style of call, do us a favor, hit that subscribe way up in the corner. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. We're trying to go every day. For some reason, we go up and down and up and down and up and down. But hit that subscribe, stick around. It's going to be a fun chase to the Stanley Cup this year. We want you to be a part of it. Once we get in the playoffs, we'll be streaming almost every single day, and we want you around for the action. Hey there, Benny, and welcome in. Okay, the golf course. Oh, man, I can't wait to get... I hope my shoulder gets better. I want to play some golf this year. I didn't get a chance to play last year. Sam, you need to wear that shirt at our team meeting in Alani, right? I'd love to have Torts, but no, not Torts. Torts scares me. Rick, at first I thought you wrote, I would love to have tots, and I'm like, man, I could totally go for some tater tots right now. Can you tell where my mind is at? Armstrong for GM and DeBoer for coach. Yeah, Armstrong would be interesting as a GM. That's for sure. Must be one of your biggest fans. I've seen that shirt. No, Mary, I've had this for a while, and I honestly don't remember where I got it from. When we started streaming a couple years back, I was looking in the closet and I'm like, what do I want to wear? And I was like, ooh, perfect. Where did this come from? Sam needs cake. Here they come. Side of the net. They score. Big Willie Styles. Big Willie Styles off the draw. The Leafs break it in. And Willie. Come on, Mr. Nylander. Nice goal. Montreal tried to clear. Nylander kept it in at the line. Passed it over to Cowan. Back to Nylander. A little give and go. No chance for Dobish. Zero chance at all. Let's go. A little give and go. Nylander and Cowan with a little chemistry here. Steve Sullivan having some words for William Nylander. And Nylander talking back. They're talking some hockey, some strategy. That's what we like to see. Good goal, the little give and go. Nylander's 22nd. Easton Cowan picking up an assist. His 12th assist of the year. Way to go, Cowboy. The stink face. Here comes Montreal. Right back. Quick shot is going to get blocked. 5 minutes to go here in the second. 5 minutes to go. Period number 2. Bringing it around. This is going to be a one hop in on Joseph Woll. He's going to grab and hang on to it. Whoo-wee. That happened fast. Little give and go. And it looks like the Canada game is back to a rain delay. No, maybe not. Had a little delay box up on my screen. That just went away. So maybe they'll get that one back underway. But a nice goal. Nylander and Cowan. 4:56 to go. Will that be the spark the Leafs needed? Here's a long outlet pass. Trying to chip it in. Hudson is racing back. Lorentz is chasing him. Hudson going to play this one around. Leafs keeping it in over on the far side. Coming back around behind the net. Little push up there by Grew. Back to the line. Benoit with a shot. That one's going to go just wide. Here's another shot. Grew has it behind him. This coming to the line. Here comes Hudson. Hudson on the move. Up over the line. Newhook bringing this one in. Quick shot. That goes wide. Yeah, that would be, Joshua, that would be the most ridiculous trade. You would have rioting in the streets if that trade was made. This coming back. Here's a shot right on. Leafs going to pick this one up. Little stumble there. Montreal couldn't hold the zone. This coming back across. Long dumping. Naylor got hurt. Thank you, Rick. Hope he's okay. Panda, how's it going? Called it. You did. Nylander would score next. Nylander did get the Toronto goal. Grew coming back over for it. Going to give a bump. Woll going to stop this at the side of the net. Over to Benoit. Benny going to play it along the glass. 3.5 to go here in period number 2. Grew with a big thundering shoulder there. Nice hit. Stetcher going to hammer it around the boards. Montreal still holds this one in. Playing around the perimeter. Back over Bolduc with a shot. That one goes wide. No tip. Domi going to play it to the middle of the ice. Leafs get it out. Here's Matthew Nyes. Little backhand into the corner. He's going to chase in here after it. Going in hard against Matheson. Nyes trying to center it. Had to settle it down. Going short side was McCabe. Back up top with the blast. And that one didn't miss by much. Toronto getting some chances. Back here at the blue line. Leafs going to play it over. Far side rotating around. Leaving it for Ekman Larsson. Ekman Larsson rolling the corner. Throwing it to the slot. McCabe with it now. McCabe being very careful, putting in the corner. Domi going in here for it. Puck coming along the side. Puck is trying to get out. Good job. No, it just comes out. Toronto battling in front of their own bench. Tavares is there. Puck going to come free. Here's Matheson with it now. Matheson going to dump this one in. Oh, wow. And we got a slash. Domi's going off. Domi is injured. He's going off. Here's a long shot with a deflection. That goes just wide. No call. Domi is in some discomfort. We'll see if he stays on the bench or goes to the room. Cross ice pass. Hudson passes it over. Suzuki shooting. Comes to Hudson with another shot right on. Montreal getting another friendly bounce. Back over to the slot for Hudson. He fires and that one goes wide. Holy smokes. Can we put someone in Domi's spot that can actually play? Trying to come cross ice. Less than 2 minutes to go here in this period. Thanks, Nick. Rangers now 3-0 over the Flyers. Habs in the corner. Slafkovsky getting taken down to Demidov. Demidov spinning around. Back to Slafkovsky. Tries to center it. That's blocked. Slaffy. He's going to try and play this back around the boards to Demidov. Demidov has Tavares chasing him. Going to bank it off behind the net. Nyes is trapped on the ice for 2.5 minutes here. Long shift. McCabe and Ekman Larsson, 145. Here's another shot. It's blocked. And that's going to come out over the line. Nyes is going to hustle over to the bench. He's going to go change. Everybody else stuck on here for way too long. Finally, the Habs dump it in. McCabe putting it around the boards. Cowan can't get it out. Tavares trying to get it up to Cowan. He's going to outlet this one across to Nylander. Nylander's going to spin around. Willie with this now. Cuts through the middle. Nylander coming right up. A little toe drag. He had his stick lifted at the last second. He's going to pass it back. It's blocked. Tavares going to touch it. Almost too many men on the ice. Had to be close there. Michelli battling behind the net. 46 seconds to go here in period number 2. It's a 2-1 game. Here comes Gallagher up across the line. He shoots. Nice stop by Wall. Back over. Anderson was right there to the point. Sending it across. Back again. Here's a blast by Carrier. Michelli going to pick it up. 27 seconds to go. Over to Nylander. Willie grabbing it. He's trying to thread the needle to Matthews. That one deflected just over the net. Close play. Here comes Gallagher the other way. Montreal through the middle. Dropping it back. Trying to set this one up in the corner. Rotating around. Ref in the way a little bit. Going to play it around behind the net. Trying to come out. Aloso, how's it going? Welcome in. And that's going to do it. Period has come to an end. Oh, what a finish in that period. Checking in from Arizona. Looks like you're planning your summer vacation already. Oh, yeah, it's not going well. Getting eyes and Ivy. Shots are going up. Shots. They're going up. Yeah, take care, Jeff. Take care. Be safe. That's right, Jose. They can't do anything right. Although they're still losing now, but whew, that was close. William Nylander gets the goal from Easton Cowan. It's 2-1. 2-1. Wow, but the shots starting to go up. 24 shots for Montreal, 16 now for Toronto. 18 hits for the Leafs, 14 for Montreal. Faceoffs won, 18 faceoffs to 16. So that's, it's going back and forth there. 52.9%. Montreal has that lead, so it's evening out. 17, 14 hits, 10 block shots to 11. Montreal with 11, 10 giveaways, Toronto, 6 giveaways for Montreal. But holy smokes, and Canada ties it up. Canada tying it up. Big play. Tyler O'Neill walks. Denzel Clark scores, and Edward Julian to third. So another bases loaded walk. Love it, right? How many times have we seen these bases loaded walks happen? Let me see. Let me flip this over. Put it on my TV here. There we go. Now I can listen to it. Canada and Puerto Rico. Another one down low. Ooh. Count 1-1, 2 outs, bases loaded. Let's go Canada, right? What the heck happened to Domi there? Not really sure. That was a very bizarre play. I'm going to see if I can pull up this little replay here and see what on earth happened to Domi. He kind of got hit. I got to refresh. All right, let's see if we can find this here. Poor Max. What? Why haven't they updated anything? Let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again. Yeah, Domi in some discomfort. Oh, weird. They haven't updated the highlights yet. Okay, I will check back on this in a little bit, and we'll see if we can catch what on earth happened. Baseball Olympics coming back in 2028. Oh, cool. I didn't hear that. Let's see here. Let's go. His career is done. Yeah, nobody wants Line. Leafs need to make the bottom 5. That's right, Spencer. That's right. JDA, what's going on? Welcome in. Okay, it's 2-2 now. 2-2, bases loaded. Tyler Black is up for Canada. Big opportunity here. Canada looking to put more runs on the board. Jay's pitching has been okay. Heck of what's going on. I want the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup this year. Montreal Canadiens and the Blue Jays to win the World Series. The Oilers or the Canadiens. It's going to be a good year. Hopefully this will be a good year for Canadian teams. Robbie, what's going on? Give Line A to Toronto. No, thank you. If you watch Line A when he skates with his legs so far open. If you remember last year in the preseason, Cedric Pare caught him with a knee-on-knee, and he went down, was out in a long time. Ooh, that looked like a good strike to me, but it's called a ball. 3-2, full count, 3-2. Canada with the bases loaded. So I don't want Line A anywhere near my team. Remember when they drafted Matthews over Patrick Line A, and everyone was like, I can't believe you did that. What a mistake. Line A is the better player. Black is going to foul that one away. Line A definitely not the better player. Team wasn't willing to take Patrick Line A. If Sweet put him in Patrick Line A as a UFA at the end of the season. Yeah, I don't think nobody's really going to take a gamble on him. Now he's so injury prone, and he's a mess, a complete mess. Got rid of 3 players, kept all the floaters. All right, 3-2, bases loaded. Outside, they walk in another run. Canada takes the lead 2-1. In the top of the third of a must-win game, Canada takes the lead. Remember his draft interview on TSN? He was laying in bed, and I thought the guy... No, was he really? I don't remember that. Was he really laying in bed? That's crazy. Man, that's funny. Your draft interview, and he's just chilling in bed. Wow. All right, let's talk Montreal. Let's talk Toronto. Big game here for Toronto. We want them to keep going the right direction to keep that pick, but this is important for Montreal. Remember, Montreal is hanging on to that top wild card spot. They're just behind the Detroit Red Wings, and in a battle of a division that is going to be intense. The Red Wings have a 2-1 lead over the Panthers now, so Toronto. Montreal needs this win over Toronto to stay pace with Detroit. This is a division where you don't really want to start falling off because it may be very difficult to climb back in. Sabres now 4-2 over the Sharks, so the Sharks got one back. Rangers 3-0 over the Flames. Blues now 3-0 over the Islanders, so that's good news. Blue Jackets 3-1 over the Lightning. The Wild 1-0 over the Mammoth. And Predators and Kraken, that's going to be a big one too. We need the Kraken to win that. Canada going to pop this one up. It's going in the shallow right field. The catch is made. It's Puerto Rico. They get out of that inning. They only give up 1. G'day, Dan. It is disappointing. It is disappointing for sure, Joshua. You hate to see your team stink, right? And when it's funny when we look at the standings and we look at everybody who's at the bottom, Vancouver, they're not used to being at the bottom. Calgary, they were a bubble team, right? And so fans in those 2 Canadian cities definitely disappointed. Ranger fans are beside themselves. They don't even know what's up. Chicago and St. Louis, they were mediocre last year, so them being at the bottom isn't a surprise. And Winnipeg is the same thing. The Jets were one of the top teams last year going into the playoffs, so their struggles are real for sure. And yeah, looks like Montreal could be getting a team back, which is very, very, very exciting for the Expos. Would love if that actually holds true and is the case. I think that would be great for baseball in Montreal. Would absolutely love to see it. But these Montreal Canadiens are the absolute real deal. And I know as Leaf fans, we're not supposed to be excited for this Montreal team, but my goodness, if we look at the roster, Suzuki, 74 points in 62 games. Caulfield, 64 in 62. Hudson, 64 points in 62 games. Even Slafkovsky, 52 points in 62 games. I mean, that is amazing. Of course, Demidov, 48 in 62. Dobson, 42 in 62, and then it kind of drops off from there. But it is so darn impressive what they are doing. And they are not top in a lot of the stats. Yes, they're second in what is this? Goals per game. So 3.55, almost 4 goals a game. Hey Green, what's going on? My wife and I just had our first baby boy. Maxton Green watching your stream from McMaster's Children's Hospital. Best stream. Thank you, Greeny. Thank you for the super chat and congratulations to your baby boy, Maxton Green. Welcome to the world. Unfortunately, on a day the Leafs will, maybe they'll come back and win, but congratulations to you and your wife. We wish you all the best, and we hope everybody is healthy and doing well. Big congratulations. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. That is excellent, excellent news. As a kid, and mom took us to Jerry Park for your first Expos game. Nice. I was there at the Olympic Stadium one time when I was a teenager, and what a stadium it was. So, Wade sends the Leafs try to get a first round to take Patrick Laine. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Right. Yeah, so it's bad. It's bad. Welcome to the fandom, Maximum. That's right. Welcome to the fandom. That is so exciting. Oh, always such good news to see. Our community is there for you, Green. I'm so excited for you. So excited for you. Schneids, welcome in. Drop in the hockey sticks. Little stick tap for Greener. Should be more stick taps for your wife. She did all the work. But congratulations to you both. Very, very, very good stuff. I don't hate we're losing. I hate when players act like they don't care. Joshua, I agree. We hate that so much. It's one thing to lose. It's another thing to lose and be all nonchalant like you just don't care. You're right. It is a bad look. When we look at the Maple Leaf roster, we saw how many Habs was there, 3 or 4, that were a goal a game pace. When you look at Toronto, Nylander, 59 points in 47 games. He's the only player that's above a goal a game pace. Montreal had 4 of them? Tavares 52 and 64. Matthews is 52 and 58. This will be, I believe, the first season he's not a point per game average. Nyes is 51 and 61. And then Ekman Larson 35 and 62, and it drops down. Everybody is a minus. Everybody is a minus. Is there anybody? You get down to a couple guys that are even. Nick Waugh is even. Cowan is even. Jake McCabe is a +8. Wow, that's pretty good. Brendan Carlo is a plus. There's no way Brendan Carlo is a +7. Wow. So most guys are negatives when we look at, or minuses. When we look at Montreal, same thing. Their top players, +26, +22, +26, +12. So they have a lot of pluses on the board, and that's what you need. That's what you need. Hey, Donald, how's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Get the kid on skates. That's funny. Also, breaking your hockey stick is bad look. Oh, yes. Charles, talk about, first of all, you're right. Hockey sticks are ridiculously expensive. And you don't really, I mean, you see it in time to time in the NHL when someone will come off and they'll slam their stick down. Usually it's because they just got hurt. They're not usually slamming their stick. Goalies will slam it, if in a bad situation. But most pros aren't doing that. What I hate is when you watch in the minor leagues, not even the minor leagues, the grassroots, house league, select, single A, double A, when these kids go and they smash their sticks and they're throwing temper tantrums because they don't get their way. That I think is absolutely disgusting. Rivals, thank you for your follow. Greeny coming in again. Sorry, chat. Maxton is a Habs fan. Thanks for all the blessings. Love it. Thank you again for the super chat. That's okay. Listen, that's okay. We're going to start him in a world of adversity, but that's okay. Nah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. The drive for the bottom 5. Can Sam volunteer to play net? Right, Spencer? Hey, Ronald, how's it going? Welcome in. Zoran, good to see you. I wish Matthews would slam his stick. Raining like crazy. Is it raining out now? I better go check the basement. Mr. Buck, we want draft picks now, nothing else. I hope we end up in the bottom. It's going that direction. Carlo's a +7. That's really sad. I was shocked. I'm like, that has to be a typo. That has to be a mistake. But that's awesome. Greeny, a little baby Habs fan today. Congratulations. Rain coming the next few days. Yeah, there's going to be a lot. Going to be a lot. I still can't get over that. Carlo is at +7. What? That would not have been my pick. Thank you, everybody who's hit those likes. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Thank you for being part of our stream, having some fun here today. And go Leafs, go Habs, go all Canadian matchup. If we take a little look, if we skip a few days into the future, which I have not done prior to today because work was so crazy, it's going to be an interesting couple of days. It does not get any easier at all. Oh my goodness, for a while. Coming up on Thursday, the Ducks come to Toronto. So the Ducks and the Leafs, that is going to be brutal. Saturday night, the Maple Leafs play the Buffalo Sabres. That's not going to be easy in Buffalo. Then Sunday, back-to-back, on Sunday, they play the Minnesota Wild. That's not going to be easy. Tuesday, John Tavares returns to New York as the Leafs take on the Islanders. That's not going to be easy. Hurricanes then take on the Leafs. That's not going to be easy. They then play the Senators, the Boston Bruins. Those games aren't going to be easy. It is not until March 25th till the Leafs play against the New York Rangers and then the St. Louis Blues on the 28th. And you know what? Those games may not be easy either. And then it just continues. They play the Ducks, the Sharks, the Kings, the Capitals, the Islanders, the Panthers, the Stars, the Senators. You're right. The Maple Leafs may not win another game the rest of the season. When you look at these teams, they may not win. They'll have a chance against the Rangers and the Blues, and those are games we want them to lose. But these are all tough teams. And the Senators are fighting for a wild card spot. So you know they're not going to give up on that opportunity. I missed it, but did you hear? I did, Greeny. I'm so glad Toronto said no to that trade. That would have been absolutely brutal. So, yeah, I mean, could you imagine, like, the Leafs legit may not, if they play like this, they're playing all teams way above them in the standings until that Ranger-St. Louis game. And by the time they get to that Ranger-New York-St. Louis games in the 25th, 28th, they may be ahead of Toronto. Wow, this is going to be an interesting ride for the next 18 games or so. Very interesting ride. I can't complain because that's kind of what we want, but my goodness. And if the Leafs can somehow pull it out, then it's up to the gods of the lottery. Could you imagine, Rick, if they get to the spot, they're in the bottom 5 where they keep their lottery pick, and then because of the lottery balls, they drop out of the top 5? Would that situation, would we lose our pick if that happened? Like if we finished in the bottom 5, we keep our first round pick. And then if we have bad luck with the ping pong balls and we end up in like 8th place, will we lose our pick? I've never thought about that situation before. That would be such a Toronto thing to happen. Such a Toronto thing to happen. I hope that's not the case. Blue Jays, you know what? Lala, I didn't even realize Blue Jays play tomorrow at 6:35. So there is a possibility we might be able to get together for some Yankees Blue Jays action tomorrow. I will have to check on that. Thank you for mentioning that. I will look at that after the stream. I don't even know what we're doing tomorrow. I got to look at my work calendar. Why do you speak such things into existence? I'm just purely curious if that's a thing. It's where we finish in the draft. So it's where we finish in the draft. Okay. Wow. Could you, I mean, the odds would not be in our favor, but holy smokes. Wouldn't that be unbelievable? Okay. I never said anything. Forget it. Wipe it from the universe. We never said anything. Did not exist. Oh my goodness. We couldn't beat the Rangers last game. I know. It is going to be a tough one. It is going to be a tough one. All right, getting set for third period action here. Montreal up by 1. The Maple Leafs trying to claw back, trying to get in here. Dan, thank you for hitting that button. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Third period action just getting started. Let's go. This down in the corner. Matthews loses it. Montreal behind their own net. 20 minutes is on the board. Gonna flip this. Ekman Larson blew a tire, went down. Toronto, going back to pick it up. Leafs in their own zone playing around with this. Play the Yankees tomorrow at 6:35. Tavares stopping and to play this one across. So we may be able to do that. I may have to have dinner on stream, but we may be able to do that. Flipping this one in, rolling it in. Down in the corner, Riley with the big bump. Here's Carlo, gonna little bounce pass up to Nyes. Nyes gonna chip it in. Going in is Tavares. Tavares behind the net. Gonna play it over in the corner. Leafs gonna get it back to the point. Back down low. Domi going for the wraparound. Puck comes in front. Montreal going to pick this one up. Montreal a little sluggish to start this period. A 3-1 Canada back-to-back doubles. There you go. I'm eating leftover meatloaf. Oh, I haven't had meatloaf in a while. Groove for Toronto. Going to put this one in. Dobish stopping it. Going to play it over to the corner. Montreal on the far side. Going to get it out of their own zone. Hits Michelli with the pass. And Leafs going to put this one in. Toronto turning. Robertson trying to break free. He got shoved away from the puck. Grew coming in. Stealing it. Robertson with the one-timer. And again with a shot. Dobish knocking it down. It's there in the slot. Montreal going to pick this one up. Wow, Montreal is really not skating to start this period. Toronto with a couple big chances. This cycling it around. Leafs going to keep this one in the Montreal zone. A good start to this period here for Toronto. Good pressure in the first 2 minutes. Here comes Demidov, going to bring it out. Demidov, cuts towards the middle with the backhand. Nice move to try and get around Benoit. Getting a chance towards the net as Joseph Wall comes up with it. Jonathan, that's what I'm trying to figure out for tomorrow. So it is a good possibility. Meatloaf, I love Meatloaf. I saw Meatloaf live in concert at Maple Leaf Gardens. One of the last concerts I ever saw there, and I tell you, it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. He was so good. A lot of yeah, me too, Kevin. Mashed potatoes, there you go. It's all about the potatoes. Jay Collin, the Leafs are going to win. McCabe going to play this one around to the line. Habs putting it right back in. Oh, Rick, it was so good. It was so good. Back to the line. Matheson with a shot, and there's a nice little save. 3-7-2 record in the last 12 against the Maple Leafs. With gravy. Oh, gotta have the gravy. Gotta have the gravy. Oh, yeah. Love baked potatoes, my favorite. We had some baked potatoes last night. 50 shot attempts for Montreal, 35 for Toronto. Starting to pick it up. This is going to be played back to the point for Matheson. Matheson coming around behind the boards, trying to put it through. Only been to 2 concerts. Last one was Bare Naked Ladies. I hear you, Diablo. Bare Naked Ladies put on a good show, too. They are so much fun. I saw them a long time ago at Canada's Wonderland, of all places. They opened for Elvis Costello. Here comes Steven Lorenz coming in. Shot hits a leg. Comes right across to Ekman Larson, who took the shot. That one went wide. Montreal going to slow this one down in their own zone. Meatloaf with mashed taters. So good. Matheson going to put this one across. I got one Meatloaf. Bat Out of Hell. That's good. Bat Out of Hell 2 is really good, too. Both are great albums. Here's at the line. Habs going to hold this one in, playing in the middle, taken away by Nylander. Willie on the move, sending it all the way down the ice. Somebody went down behind the play. This played away from Cowan. Nylander to Cowan, back to Nylander. Willie cycling around in the corner, ran into Suzuki. He's going to pick it up, and we haven't seen a lot of Suzuki. He had a good opportunity earlier, but not seeing him a ton. This coming all the way down the ice. Riley with it now, going to cycle this one around. Could be LP. Travis, such a good song. Such a good song. There's another one on number 2, Bat Out of Hell 2, Objects in the Rearview Mirror. Such a great song. Out of the Frying Pan into the Fire, another great tune. This around, Dobson with it in the corner. About 4 minutes gone here in the third period. Sending this one all the way up. Simply timeless. Absolutely. Oh, coming right in front, and Wall had to be careful there as he's going to scoop this one in. Very nice play. I want to know how they get these goaltenders' gloves so clean. We bought white blocker and trapper for my boy who plays goal, and they are almost completely black with puck marks. I'd like to know what they use to clean those gloves because, man, they are like picture perfect. Oh. Eat it is a great one. Weird Al, phenomenal. Magic eraser. That's right. The trainer's sitting there with the magic eraser scrubbing them. When a concert called Meatloaf Casino, oh, I'm talking about the food Meatloaf, both. I would be concerned what the magic eraser does to the material on the gloves. That's going to be a nice and call against Toronto. Last time I was at the Gardens was to watch the Rocky Johnson wrestle back in the early 60s. There you go, stranger. That's I gotta clean his stuff. I gotta change the tape on his stick too. It's crazy, the puck marks. Lane Hudson still has that baby face. Ekman Larson coming in the corner, spinning around his groove, trying to center it out. Toronto bobbling it, allowing Montreal to keep this in the zone. Nope, they're blowing it down, saying it came out. Hudson tried to keep it in, but it just came out. Given how Hildeby has to clear waivers after next year, can you see one of the three goalies getting moved in the offseason? That's a great question, Travis. Yeah, I mean, it's, you got, oh, can you bring me your blocker or trapper? Yeah, it's, they'll have to do something, right? They'll have to do something. You don't want to be in a situation where you lose somebody on waivers. No, I'm not putting my hand in it. So we got these when they were white. Look at all the puck marks. Look how dark that is now, right? So we got to clean that. We want to bring the whiteness, the shine back to it. But like, look at that. And these were brand new at the start of the season. So this is, you know, oh, it stinks. But like, that was brand new at the start of the season. The what? I don't know what you were talking about. This coming across, centering it, working through. Leafs going to steal it. Bring your blocker. McCabe bringing this one back. Try goalie as well. That was many moons ago. It is not easy to play for sure. For sure. I believe mink oil is what to use on gloves. Okay, interesting. Mink oil. I have to remember that one. It's like a badge of honor. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. The blocker. Same thing. It was shiny white. Oh my God, it smells so bad. Like, that's a lot of pucks. A lot of pucks. Where'd you go? You got to get this out of here. And it's still wet. Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, feel the palm. That's soaked. Oh, it smells so bad. Yeah, have your kids be goalie, they say. My God, it reeks. Oh. Now the whole house is going to smell like wet hockey equipment. This down around at the side. Quit hockey and midget. Too much. Oh, Kevin, don't even get me started. That's a stream for another occasion. That's a stream for another occasion. This coming through, trying to feed it over to Nylander. Playing this one around, centering it for Carlo, who missed the shot. Little stick lift there by Matthews. Can't get it. Montreal going to keep this down around. You should have bought, right, Rick? In my thought, I'm like, I want to get the white ones so when he covers it, he can see where the puck is. When you get the black gloves and you're down around the ice, you could lose the puck in the dark gloves. So I'm like, get white because it'll be easier to pick up the puck. Some lemon water, spray, and hang outside. There you go. All right. I love all these tips. You're a goalie dad too? Nice, Rob. It's tough. It's so tough to be a goalie dad. Nice. It's the camo. All right, Montreal gonna win this job back. Just bought a new helmet, pads and gloves, all pro gear. Oh my goodness. Wow, Rob. It's crazy. Even here's a quick shot, nice save. Even the non-pro stuff, it's like 1,400 for the just for the pads alone, and each glove is like another $500-600. Matthews can't get it. Some white spray paint. Some whiteout. We're just gonna go take whiteout from his pencil case and start coloring. This coming down. Ekman Larson can't get it. We got a whistle. Is it a hand pass, I believe? Oh, Joseph Wall's helmet came off. It was all the way down the ice. It's not sure what happened there. Oh, yes. Hit him in the bottom of the mask. It popped the back strap off when it went all the way down the ice. Finally, they came back and they blew it down. Garlic always smelled fantastic. The kid won. So we had, well, my one son who had a playoff game on Sunday, they won their game. So they are very, very excited. The next game isn't until Thursday. So we got some time later in the week. I think maybe it's Wednesday. I can't remember. Later in the week, I'll keep y'all posted on how they do. Lots of fun. Stop playing goalie in floor hockey after take so many pucks to the head. Oh yeah, it hurts. Listen, he took a slap shot to the side of the head not long ago. That you always worry about those. As good as the helmets are, anytime you take a shot to the head, you always worry about that. But he was okay, and we've seen some crazy things happen. You get those goaltender situations where sticks are coming up, getting under the chin, and pucks are coming. He bruises all over the place. It's the life of a goalie. Alex Ovechkin is just 2 goals away from joining Wayne Gretzky as the second player in NHL history plus playoffs, including playoffs. Boo Ovechkin. Ovechkin stands around just kind of coast to coast. Floor hockey is so much fun. Floor hockey is great. Let's see. The glove like that, it looks like he stays in front of the puck. He does. He tracks the puck very, very, very well. One of the things he's learned working with his trainer lately is a lot of the shots when they come in and you get it with your blocker, not just to punch it out, but to kind of direct it into the corner. Same thing when he goes down with his legs to kind of, if you can't grab the rebound, to direct them to the corners. So he's a lot of shots just bouncing it, and a lot of glove saves. Matheson tonight, over 18 minutes of action. Who do you think the Colorado Avalanche will play in the playoffs? Brad, I think a little too early to hone in on that yet, but we'll get there. As we get a little closer, we'll certainly put a little prediction video out of what we think the matchups are going to look like once we get a little closer. Got a purple-blue markup inner thigh puck. Oh, yeah. John, he got on the inside of the knee. He's got one right now. It's actually much better, but it was all kinds of colors a few days ago. Had one of those, like, when you get hit and you get like that golf ball kind of swell up. Life of a hockey player, right? The puck just finds a way. They haven't worked too much yet about playing the puck because he's still pretty young, and he'll come out to challenge, but he won't go out around the back of the net yet. But I've watched him at practice. He does handle the puck quite nicely. Leafs going to win this draw. Going to play it up to the middle of the ice. Got to stay on side there. Montreal takes it away. They're going to bring this one in. Gallagher coming through. Joshua up on Gallagher. Leafs get it out of their own zone. 12.5 to go here in period number 3. You can. It's brutal. Habs playing it around. This is coming all the way back to the point. Rain delay now to the Canada game. Here's a long shot looking for deflection. This one over at the side. Habs still have it here. Good shift by Montreal. Going D to D. Big lot of traffic in front of the net. Shot was blocked. Coming to the other side to Jack Guy. He's going to walk right up. Shoots that. Hits the side of the net. And that's going to go into the mesh. That's a good thing for Toronto because they were really starting to buzz around. A lot of traffic going on. Oh my God, Josh, I wish. Steve Yzerman has to be one of the best general managers. What he did in Tampa Bay was phenomenal. And now what he's doing in Detroit is so very good. Yeah, Diablo, if they can pull it off, that would be phenomenal. It's a must win for them. James, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here today. Leafs Habs tearing it up. 2-1 is the score. Things starting to get a little bit closer. 28 shots to 16. Okay, not as close as I thought. I was a goalie many years ago, and Steve Vickers took a shot from center and scared the crap out of you. Here comes Toronto driving in. Guru almost getting his first NHL goal. That was so close. Dobish going to stop him. I bet, Jose, those shots, man, when they come in hard. That would have been awesome. A big goal, his first of the year with the Maple Leafs, if he could have got it. Nice little inside-outside move, trying to go 5-hole on Dobish. Leafs are playing like the Blackhawks. Adrian, how's it going? The Toronto Centurions, former Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, you guys are so funny. Dude, you're losing. You've lost 7 games straight. Get the kid Quinlan out there. Yes. I love Quinlan. Quinlan is so good. All right, Montreal. Slafkovsky bringing this one in. Stepping around, driving, trying to center it, taken away by Nylander. Willie is going. He's hustling. Suzuki giving chase. Nylander stopping, turning around, putting it over to Matthews. Easton Cowan going down in the corner. I love that Cowan is getting some time with Nylander here today. And this kind of shift with Matthews as well. Matthews going to go change up now, as does Nylander. Toronto Riley back with it. Cowan is going to head off as well. Here comes Grew busting through with a shot. He's feeling it right now. That one goes just wide. The Ducks in their first movie. Who brought that limo out on the ice? In the corner, 10.5 to go. Third period action. Leafs and Habs. Down in the corner, trying to pinch in is Carlo. Does keep it in. Demidov couldn't get it past him. Michelli over on the other side. He can't work it. Carrier trying to get it. Taken down by Robertson. No call. Leafs with a shot. And there's a Montreal player who goes down. A big, hard block. Slow to get up is that Matheson. He's leaning on that stick. Leafs keeping this one in. Michelli. Here's a long shot. That's going to be deflected. Michelli here. He gets pushed off the puck again. Giroux with them. Robertson going in the corner after it. Habs going to try and clear. They do. They get this one down the ice. No icing. Icing is going to be waved off, and it is Matheson. Matheson very slow. Coach Bombay he blocked that shot. Going to move this one up. Leafs might win. Leafs are picking it up, Merton. Leafs are picking up the tempo here. Habs almost putting it right on their own net. Bringing this back around. Tavares with it now. JT spinning. Getting the cycle going. Here's Domi. Domi leaving it here for Benoit. Benoit curling, centering in front for Nyes. That one is kicked away. Nice play by Caden Gooley there. Down in the corner, Nyes trying to pull it free. Hudson and Domi are battling. Comes right in front. Nobody is there. Montreal going to pick it up. Anderson flipping this one out and all the way down. Hoo-wee. Pat Quinn ended Bobby Orr's career. Took out his knees. Yeah, Rick. And what a different game it was back then. And now we're getting a penalty on Toronto as a couple Montreal players go down. Hudson juking and jiving. Hudson cutting around Nyes. Putting it across. Here's a shot. Big save. And we got a delayed penalty coming up. Brendan Gallagher is going to go down, and Toronto going to go to the box. Matheson still in all kinds of discomfort on the bench, and it's going to be Matthew Nyes. Nyes sloppy with his stick. I don't know about that. That's a little bit of a dive, just saying. But hey, that's okay. Habs to the power play. Looking to regain their 2-goal lead, but the Maple Leafs We'll see what they can do. They've been pretty good on the penalty kill. Quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 5-2, Sabres and Sharks. 3-0, Rangers and Flames. 1-0 now, Bruins over Kings. 3-2, Canes over Pens. Wings still have the lead, 2-1 over the Panthers. 4-2, Blue Jackets over the Lightning. 3-1 now, Blues over the Islanders. 1-0, Golden Knights over the Stars. 1-0, Wild over the Mammoth. Ducks and Jets, no score. So it'll be interesting to see as they go. Taking a look, 3-1, Canada has the lead over Puerto Rico. Bottom of the fourth, but it is in a delay. So it is a rain delay. So that game is temporarily on hold. Now they are playing, let's see, where is this here? They're playing at Hiram Bythorn Stadium. 10-degree mile-an-hour wind blowing in from center field. It's 76 degrees and cloudy. Wow. Naylor was hit by a pitch earlier today. See, all right. Come on, Canada. Come on, Canada. Let's see. We get any home runs? Doesn't look like it. All right. We'll see. We'll pick that one up if Canada gets going. Casey had a double. Good for Casey. Casey's been on fire. I like Casey a lot. We actually got a game-worn jersey relic from Casey. All right, coming back from commercial break. Let's go. The main stop in there. Not raining anymore. All right, if the rain is gone. Hey, Mark. Hope all is well. And I hate missing the playoffs, but we need to miss Tank hard. So Nyes for high sticking. Montreal on the power play. Couple seconds ticked off the clock. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. We appreciate it. Welcome in. Tarps off. Tarps off. Leafs 4th overall on the penalty kill. They have a very solid penalty kill. So let's go. Dean, thank you for subscribing. Caulfield is there. He's out there. Toronto going to take it right off the draw. They're just going to skate this one out. Going to chip this one in off the boards. Lorentz over at the side, trying to kill some time. Caulfield is on. Over to Hudson. Hudson going to carry this one up. Going to play this back. Montreal in over the line. Here comes Suzuki. Suzuki around behind over to Caulfield. Caulfield back to Suzuki. Setting it down. Hudson cross ice. No shot. Here's a deflection. Slafkovsky very close. Nice job in front to keep his stick down. Hudson over to Suzuki. Suzuki back to Hudson. Hudson bounce pass. Slafkovsky shot nowhere near the net. That's going to go high and up and out of play. Hey, Andrew, we need to stock that ladder. Free agents got to do something, right? Got to do something. Still feeling that 18-inning game, Dave. Dave's feeling it. Savage will start a game in the minor league camp tomorrow. Yeah, got to get him started to work back up. Long break for Savage. 1:11 left in the power play. Off the draw. Montreal going to win it back to Hudson. Hudson up on the sideboard. Suzuki. Suzuki looking across. Thank you, Pierce. Pierced stuff. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Going to chip this all the way back to Hudson. Hudson. Going to play it back. Demidov trying to cut through. Demidov over to Suzuki along the boards. Going to play it back to Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky to Suzuki. Suzuki. Hudson to Suzuki. Suzuki cross ice. No shot. Back to Suzuki. He wasn't ready for that pass. Going to come off the boards. He's going to pick it up. Refs are blowing the whistle saying hand pass. Hand pass. You got some McDonald's sticks tonight. Nice, Andrew. Who did you get? Did you open them already? And who did you get? We got two. We got a Quinn Hughes and a who else did we get? Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar are the two that we got. They're kind of cool. I think the Tim Hortons ones that they did years ago were better. Leafs going to win this draw. Second unit on for Montreal. Doc, Newhook, Bolduc, Gallagher, Dobson. Leafs sending it down the ice. 20 seconds going left here in the power play. 7 minutes to go in the third period. 2-1. Montreal has the lead, out shooting Toronto 29-17. But the Leafs going to send it, and it's going to deflect up and out of play. Not a fan of the sticks. Yeah, Joshua, they're okay. They're nice, but again, I think the Tim Hortons ones from a couple years ago were better. Got 2 Matthews and 1 McDavid. Nice. But they're kind of cool. It's something different. I like when McDonald's a couple years ago did the giant goalie masks. That was cool. And when they did the trophy set, that was really nice. They did the Stanley Cup, the Hart Trophy, all those trophies were very, very cool. Oh, yeah, mini sticks. Man, our kids still play mini sticks today. This coming around. Montreal picking it up. Power play has expired. And another penalty, a trip. A trip as Newhook goes down. And Carlo is going to go to the box. My goodness, Toronto. Right as the penalty expires, Toronto. Oh, it's Ekman Larson, excuse me. Ekman Larson is going to take it. He goes to the box. Newhook was coming in. Ekman Larson reaches for the puck, and he pushes the blade of the skate out from underneath. Newhook goes down, and so the Maple Leafs go right back to the box. You got Reinhart. You thought McDonald's was mocking you. That's funny. Toronto going to pick up this loose puck, going to send this all the way down the ice. So 2 more minutes on the board for Montreal on the power play. 6.5, less than 6.5 to go here in the period. Welcome in if you are just joining us. No update on Tanev that I'm aware of at this time. Laurent's going to turn, getting it to the line, not out. Hudson is holding it in, comes to the side of the net, backhand. Wall got a piece, came out in front, but Montreal couldn't get a second attempt. Slafkovsky trying to play it, comes back to the point to Hudson. Hudson to Suzuki. Suzuki to Caulfield. Caulfield looking, has it at the side of the net, gives it to Suzuki. Caulfield has Slafkovsky in front. It's a one hopper as it was deflected. Toronto going to put it to the boards, and they're going to get this one out and all the way down the ice. You have the McDavid stick when Tim Hortons did the mini stick. Nice. Yeah, I went and I was lucky enough. We got a full set. Habs going to bring this one up. They're going to chip it in the line. Sending it back. This is going to come out. And Montreal back to pick it up. Turning around, Habs on the move. Habs going to look to do something here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give away some gifted memberships. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed, make sure your gifting is set to on. We're going to give those away in just a couple minutes. Here comes Montreal putting it towards the net. That one is blocked away. So hit that subscribe, come on in, and good luck. So we're going to give away some memberships. Montreal, 17 seconds to go. Bounce pass, this coming across. Back to the point. Habs don't shoot. Now they do. Wall's going to make that save. 8 seconds to go. Yeah, Mega, that's what Tim's did. Tim's, when if they had them all, they'd allow you to choose. But I kind of like the blind pack. They do it if you go to a lot of the pro shops today, the hockey shops. They actually have full-size mini sticks where it's in a mystery pack. I know for the World Juniors, I think it was the World Juniors. No, it wasn't the World Juniors. Who did they do it for? They had the different countries in the blind packs that you could buy. This coming back to the line. Here's a long shot. Save is made. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Next whistle. We're gonna pull the winner. This coming to the line. 4.5 to go. Turning around. Big hit there at the red line. Habs gonna put it in. Carlo back to pick this one up. This coming all the way down. No icing call. No icing call. Habs have it. Toronto trying to dig this one in the corner. Still trying to pull this one out. Nylander, let's go. And McDonald, thank you. Or W. McDonald, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Nylander can't pick it up. Montreal in the neutral zone. We're waiting for a whistle. If we don't get a whistle at by the 3-minute mark, we'll just pull it and we'll see who the winners are of some free channel memberships. Ekman Larson going to play this one up. Off the boards, Leafs going to put it in. This comes to the side of the net. Montreal very quickly. Hudson plays it right back up. Suzuki across to Slafkovsky. In over the line. Riley trying to take it away. Slafkovsky takes down Riley. Riley held on to his stick. Slaffy, no stick. Up top to the point. Hudson across to Slafkovsky. He shoots. And there's a save by Joseph Wall, and a big save. Julia, how's it going? A very bad penalty to take. Very bad penalty to take. Okay, here we go. Good luck. Let's see who is going to come away. Good luck. And the winners are Dave, Diablo Girl, Lord Master, Gani, and... Wow. All right. Congratulations to all channel members. My goodness. Congratulations. And again, thank you for being here. More channel memberships to come. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Unskilled Ant, we appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Mega, it's totally random. It's totally random. YouTube decides. We just hit the button. We buy them, and YouTube sends them out. Jamaica Dave, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. 3-2 now. 3-2. Bottom of the fourth. Puerto Rico gets one run back. Incy Owen says, OT. Will we get OT? Hey, Pierce, what's going on? Cordial, it is my pleasure. Thank you for coming in. Hey, John, what's going on? Yeah, Sens are in the hunt. Sens are in that hunt. They are battling, right? I already remember his things. Let's go. Come on. Let's play this one out. What is it going to look like? Any change in the scoreboard? I'm watching that Blues game. That Blues game is very important. Rangers are up 4-0. Panthers trying to come back 3-2 in that one. Toronto has 3:14 to go. Montreal is up by 1. Leafs trying to get in here. Wonder what up with Tana if he just had muscle surgery. Yeah, won't be back until September. All right, there you go. Yeah, I knew he had the surgery, but I didn't hear a timetable for his return. This coming around, picked up by the Leafs, headmanning it to Michelli. Michelli going to flip it in. Down in the corner, 2:48 to go. Now Hudson is going to play it up. At what point does Toronto pull their goaltender? When they were down by 3 goals, they pulled the goaltender at like 5 with 5 minutes left. Toronto spinning around. Here they're down by 1. They have yet to pull the goaltender. Going to flip this one down in the corner. 2:28 to go. Matthew Nyes digging away, trying to hold in there. Tavares comes in. Now Toronto pulls the goaltender. Empty net, 6-on-5 situation. Nylander putting this in the corner. Tavares coming up on his man. Nyes and Nylander there. Going to rotate it around the boards. Cowan hanging on to it over to Ekman Larson. Playing this one up to Matthews. Back up to Cowan. He shoots. That one is blocked. Montreal tries to clear. Toronto knocks it down out of the air. Empty net for the Leafs. Under 2 minutes to play. Back to Matthews. Up to Cowan. To Matthews. Matthews to Cowan. Cowan throwing it to Tavares. Tavares looking. Tavares back up top to Riley. Playing it to Cowan. Cowan to Matthews. Matthews in front. Bounce pass. Tavares can't get it. Excellent play there by Jake Evans. Saved a scoring opportunity for sure. Minute and a half. 90 seconds to go. Nylander getting pushed around by Gooley. Evans is freezing it along the boards. This comes out. Toronto rips it down, or Montreal rips it down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 1:17 to go. Hey, hockey dude, how's it going? Welcome in. 1:17 to go. Face-off coming up in the Montreal side of the ice. 6-on-5 situation as the Maple Leafs have their goaltender pulled. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. We appreciate it. 4 more to 8:30 if you haven't hit that subscribe. Let's go. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Blue Jays are on at 6:30 tomorrow. We will probably pop up at some point for that. Timeout called, Toronto. Steve Sullivan working on some plays, trying to get John Tavares involved. He's pointing at JT and pointing at the board, telling him where to go. Very, very big game. The Florida Panthers just tied it up. 3-3, the Wings and the Panthers. Well, where did the games are switching all over the place here? Wild are up 2-0 over Utah now. Kings and Bruins now tied at 1s. Goals starting to come up all over the place. Leafs miss Tanev big time. VR Duo, how's it going? Will we get OT? Wobbled the goalie with 8 minutes left. Let's go. Off the draw. Bringing it around. There's a little trip up. Puck comes to the middle of the ice. Matthews keeps this one in. Leafs going to chip it around, trying to play it out, trying to get it out. Leafs back around. Habs can't get there. Here's Cowan in the corner. Cowan cycling around. Cowan centers it. Back over in the corner. Long cross-ice pass over to Matthews. That one gets deflected. Oh, my goodness. Trying to get this one going. Over to Matthews again. Centering it. No shot from Ekman-Larsson. Over to Nylander. 45 seconds to go. To Nyes. To Matthews on the near side by the hash marks. Up top to Cowan. Back to Matthews. Matthews centering it for Tavares. Shooting. That's blocked. Habs going to play it to the boards. Swiping at it. It's going to come out. It's a race for it. What speed? Cowan goes down. Habs score into the empty net. Montreal is going to go up 3-1. Oh, boy. Cowan was slow getting back. And they put it in the empty net. Wow. Good hustle. Good work there. Matthews to Tavares. The shot gets blocked. Matheson with a toe save. Great play by Mike Matheson. Goes to the boards. They swipe this one out. Cowan is racing for it. Just can't get there in time. And it's going to be Jake Evans who outraces Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan who had to turn, so he was just slow. Evans had the head start. And the Montreal Canadiens are up 3-1 over the Toronto Maple Leafs with 30 seconds left to go in this one. Toronto going to kick this one out. Mike Matheson picking up the assist. 10 seconds to go. The Maple Leafs going to bring this one over the line. The Montreal Canadiens pick up 2 points. It's going to go to 8 losses in a row for Toronto as the horn goes. This one is over. This one is done. The Habs down the Maple Leafs. And this is okay, folks. This is okay because right now the New York Rangers won. So the Rangers pick up some points, trying to get closer to Toronto. The Islanders scored. It's 3-2. We need the St. Louis Blues to lose. We need the Blues to lose, or the Blues to win, excuse me. I keep doing that. We need the Blues to win. So a tough loss for the Maple Leafs, but with a Rangers win, they are just 5 points back of the Maple Leafs. If the Blues could win, they will get closer to the Maple Leafs. If Nashville wins, they'll jump over, whatever it takes for Toronto to go down further and further in the standings. So things going their way. Come on, Blues. We need you to hold on and win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. John, thank you for being here. Thanks, everyone. It was a lot of fun, even though, hey, you know, we didn't expect the Leafs to win. We figured Montreal would win, but it was still a fun game. I had a lot of fun. Jonathan, that's the plan as of now, but I got to check our schedule. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? That's right. But this was a lot of fun. So thank you for being here. Thank you, mods. We appreciate it very, very, very much. This is a season like no others. Greeny, thank you for the super chats. And again, big congratulations on the newborn. Prep, thank you as well for the super chats. We appreciate it. Joshua for the gifts. We thank you so much for supporting our channels. Blues rhymes with lose, so good luck to them to win, right? Jerry, what's going on? Go Habs, go. Congratulations, Montreal. It was a big one. If you would be on tomorrow for the bridge. All right, sounds good, Jonathan. Let's go. Oh, 23rd. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you very much coming in with the 10 spot. Thank you very, very much. 8 losses in a row from Toronto. My goodness. Your goal scorers here. Oliver Kapanen is 20th from Newhook and Demidov. Philip Deneau picks up his 5th from Gooley and Hudson. 54 assists for Hudson now. That's crazy. William Nylander, the lone Leaf goal, his 22nd from Easton Cowan. That was a really, really, really nice goal. And then, of course, we just saw the last one into the empty net. Was that Evans sliding it home? So the Montreal Canadiens get the job done. Me too, Prep. Me too. Have a great day, everybody. If you're in and around the Toronto area, there's big storm, big rain coming through, so stay dry. We'll see if we can get things arranged for the Blue Jays tomorrow evening. That's always a lot of fun. And go Jays, go. Canada, hopefully they can pull this one off. It's 3-2 Canada and Puerto Rico now, but this game's been on and off due to the weather. So we'll see how that one plays out. Got the Connor McDavid. Nice, Lucas. Good pull. Good night, Joshua. Take care. Good night, Andrew. All the best. Blue Jays are Sammy's next hope. Come on, Blue Jays. You're our only hope. Let's see how it goes. Nitro, why the trash talking? We wanted the Leafs to lose. We wanted them to lose tonight. Barry Colts, what's going on? They're pretty bad. All right, Michelli got demoted. Cowan and Grew are promoted. Grew, I thought he played okay. Cowan, I thought, had a good game. Nice chemistry with William Nylander. That was pretty sweet. All right, everybody, have a good one. We'll see him quite possibly tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll see you Thursday. Lots on the schedule. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody who hit that subscribe, hit that like button. We appreciate you. Don't forget to share us out. Tell your friends, tell your colleagues, tell your neighbors, tell your roommates, girlfriends, sisters, uncles, bestie. Just let them know who we are and where we can be found. Tell them to come and subscribe. Thanks for everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you real soon. I'm Sam, and I'm out of here.